Hello and welcome, my friends. We are here on Ghostlight RPGs to stream a very special episode of Rising Shadows, the Moonshae Isles based D&D adventure, which is published by Baldman Games. We're doing this series for the benefit of Jasper's Game Day, which is an amazing charity which raises funds for suicide awareness and prevention. And we're very excited to be sharing this experience. My name is Graham Ward. My pronouns are he, him. But you won't be seeing me feature in the game tonight. I just wanted to quickly say hello and share that, of course, we encourage you to give at the links that will be visible here on the overlay in just a minute. And I want to introduce you to a great human being, an amazing designer and DM. His name is Eric Menge, and he is here to guest DM this session of Rising Shadows. So let me pass us over to our overlay, and we can kick off this session.
Thank you, Graham, for that gracious introduction that was completely unwarranted and borderline fraudulent. But I am very happy to be here. My name is Eric Menge. I am the story architect for the Rising Shadows campaign for Baldman Games, which means I did all the laid out all the story for 20 trilogies, 60 adventures over 30 years that told the epic story of the Moonshaes, and a lot of spoiler. And I am but enough about me. I am super happy to be here with these 5 incredible players who have volunteered to go into the Moonshaes and start on their epic hero path that will eventually lead to the culmination of Moon 20, hopefully many sessions from now. And at this point, maybe we could go around and introduce ourselves. Leia, would you be willing to start us off? And after you get done telling us all about you and what you're up to, pick another and pass the hat.
Sure. So hey, I'm Leia. I'm a crafter and painter of tiny plastic people. I have my own business, Sorcerer's Sundries, which is super cool. I'm she, they. Are my pronouns, and I'm super happy to be here. I'm really excited, guys. And I think I'll pass it off to Ayanna.
Hello, everyone. I am Ayanna. My pronouns are she, her, and hers. I'm super excited to be here. I don't get to do this type of stuff, geeky stuff, nerdy stuff, awesome stuff full time, but I have a mod out on the DM's Guild, Amber Reclamation, where we get to revisit the Amber Temple in Strahd. Go check it out. The whole Mist Hunter series is actually really amazing. I'm so excited to be here with everyone today and to be raising money for this really amazing, awesome charity. And I will pass it to Mist.
All right. I am Ginny Loveday. Thanks for passing that to me because it set me up with a great segue there. I also worked on the Ravenloft Mist Hunter series, and if you haven't played the whole thing, the epic that I worked on with Jeremy Forbing is out on the guild soon. So you'll be able to play the whole thing to its conclusion. I do a bunch of other stuff as well. You may see me bouncing about for Baldman Games on the social media, answering your questions. And I'm sorry if I didn't answer your question. I'm not ignoring you. It's really hard to keep up with things. I promise, we love you. I'm super excited to be here today as well. Jasper's Game Day is a charity near and dear to my heart. Fenway is the best. So, hit the button wherever it is, do the thing, give the money. It's a good cause. I'm gonna pass it to Jacky.
Hey everybody, I'm Jacky. My pronouns are he, him. I am super duper excited to be here for this. I actually love supporting Jasper's Game Day whenever I can, so this is a great opportunity if you really want to help out. It's a great cause. And I am I guess, sometimes occasionally successful DM's Guild writer. So I had recently worked on the Dungeon Craft Spotlight program for an adventure. So if you like having an adventure about being basically Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, but in a giant creepy toy maker's cottage, I'm sorry. And And you can find me always on Twitter at Death by Mage, where I do a lot of different projects. I work for different publishers, so you can always check those kind of projects out. And I will toss it over to Paul.
Hi, everyone. I'm Paul Gabat, or also known as DM Paul G in social media. I am an Adventures League author. So if you played Season 10 Adventures, 1006, The Fallen Star, I wrote that. I've also, about to be released, Dreams of the Red Wizard 17, Expedition to the Supreme Forge. All right, so it's not my adventure if it's not a long title, right? And what's this? So yeah, that's about to come out in DM's Guild. I also write a lot of Dungeon Craft adventures, work with Jacky here with the DM's Guild, Dungeon Craft Spotlight, pronouns he, him. Same for my character, Coinmaker, which for those who played my adventures, that name will probably sound familiar to you. And there, I'll pass it back to the Dungeon Master.
Indeed, we've come full circle, which is appropriate for Moonshaes. Although I do want to circle back on a couple things. Ayanna and Jacky are both Moonshae writers as well. Ayanna did Moon 14-1 for us, and Jacky did 17-3. So that's the third in the trilogy, Moon 17 trilogy. I have not gotten Paul to write for us yet, but that is because I did not know he existed until lately, and then we had already assigned all the adventures. But I think Tony is going to be looking for you. And then Ginny has been keeping us straight on the all things with Bald Man Games on their Twitch channel.
I wrote the Lost special. It's lost. We'll never find it.
It faded into the mists. Content warning for tonight. I am the writer for this one, and I'm kind of a PG level writer, so I don't think we're going to have too much, but there is a bit of creepiness in it. And if anyone has any issues, we've discussed with the staff and the cast, and they know how to let me know various things if we need to tailor it. We're happy to do so. But I guess, Graham, shall we begin this session of Rising Shadows? All right. I love that intro. It gives me chills. Our adventure this evening is The Eye in the Mist, which in a grand scheme was titled or numbered Moon 2-3. So the second trilogy, third adventure of the second trilogy. And it's titled Eye in the Mist. It begins on the Isle of Moray in the Moonshae Isles. Graham, do we have that fabulous map that Mike Shea put together for Wizards that we have been allowed to use? By the way, you can buy this off of Mike Shea's website. He'll be more than happy to sell you high quality graphics of it, both print and digital version. I don't have the link of his stuff, but if you type in Michael Shea, you can find it pretty easy. We are going to be starting specifically in the city, that's selling it pretty hard, town of Caer Moray. Now, for those who are not familiar with how the Ffolk talk, a Caer is a stronghold. So if something has the word Caer in front of it, you know there's a castle. And this place does indeed have a castle because it is the seat of power for Earl, which is the local lord of the Earl, Orwin Reese. And it is frankly the most powerful location still under control of the Ffolk, who are the one of the two native tribes of the Moonshaes, after they have lost control of Caer Caladir, or is that word Caer again, over on Alaron. And have we introduced the villain behind that yet, Graham? Just wanted to confirm before I do a giant spoiler. I thought you mentioned there were hints, that there were rumors. There's apparently rumors of someone from the Shadowfell, some force, a mysterious entity that is out for the Moonshaes. but no one knows anything about this individual or what the plan was, other than shadowy forces that pierce the veil and come to the Moonshaes, pushing everybody into flight, and a lot of them ended up here in Karamore. Some of you were able to accompany High Queen Kefri, who managed to escape the fall of the castle, but rumor has it that High King Darid has been captured by the shadow forces. With all this going on, Earl Orwin Reese has asked every hero in the realm, because the Moonshaes have always relied upon heroes to save them in times of needs, to make themselves known to him and essentially put yourself on retainer. If you so doing, he is going to reward you with a potion of healing free of charge that I believe has been brought to us by Michelle. Was your character the one that brought that down from High Queen Kefri?
I believe so, with the help of Eimer, I think. I could be wrong.
Was Eimer involved in that one too?
I think Eimer definitely helped facilitate it.
Okay. Excellent. You arrived at the port of Karamore with the satchel full of potion bottles that have been manufactured by a group known as the Initiates of Flame, which are a group of wizards run by a very mysterious and eccentric wizard, although that really doesn't narrow it down too much, known as Flamsterd. Maybe the name might narrow it down. And he is established the Initiates of Flame, and they are an inscrutable organization that we will probably learn more about as this campaign unfolds. But for now, they are producing potions of healing for you. Your opportunity to pay Orwin Reese back for the potion of healings comes very quickly. The next day, you will receive a summons to attend the small druid grove outside of town, which is run by a druid named Brython. Keep in mind, this will be a grove, not a moonwell, which means Brython is not a archdruid. He will be a non-archdruid, a straight line druid. No, that's a bad joke. We'll leave it at that one. So, at this point in time, Michelle, when the summons finds you, can you tell us a little bit about your character and what they would be doing in town in the very brief amount of time that you had?
So Michelle is a forest gnome barbarian. And what you need to know about her backstory is that as a child, she spent a lot of time rescuing animals from hunters' traps. And as a reward, Aaron, the unicorn that is a patron of the Miss Moonshae Isles, came to her in a dream and told her, "You are doing such good work. I want you to continue that work and protect the people, protect the animals." And based on that, she took it quite literally and took up her mace and has been at it ever since. So she would be on the Isles, continuing to do her good work and continuing out the mission of Queen Kefri, who she was a little starstruck when she first met her, but is so excited to help in any way she can, bring the folk and the people of the Isles, her people, together. She is an avid vegetarian, as we will see when she finally does reach. You'll get a nice little surprise. But she understands not everybody can live that life. But she's happy to help and be present in any way, and she thought it might be best if she stayed close by.
You might already be at the Grove with Brython, because in addition to being an advisor and a druid for the local folk, he also maintains a animal hospital, would be the current term, where he takes sick and injured animals and nurses them back to health. He is quite the goat herd.
Oh, goats are my favorite.
Karamore is known for several things. One of them is sheep. So there's a lot of wool comes out of here. Another one is, I believe, crine, which is a type of kelp that they harvest out of Lake Donegal down south, which is very nutritious and great for ships. So the Northlanders like it a great deal. And let's see what else they got. Crine, that one. Oh, and sod, which they use to burn because there's not a lot of trees, very more on the moray. And so the sod is what they use to burn for cooking. And they're very good sod on the west side of Donegal. Oh, and the last one, the moorhounds. They have the big Irish shepherd dogs, the ones that are like big as people. Moonshae mastiffs are massive. So, if that helps you at all, would you like to start there at Brython? Okay, well, let's bring in everyone else, and then we'll get back to you. Amir, you were the next person who came with King Kefri, High Queen Kefri, and all of the potion bottles. So what have you been up to? And also, tell us all about yourself.
Sure. Aimer is an Eladrin, and actually was formerly of the court of the Seraphil High Court, but tries not to let anyone know that they were banished and exiled, if they can help it. So still has this kind of appears very regal and has that sense of nobility attached to them. So they always have very fine clothing, has a nice cloak, and the appearance for Aimer kind of shifts, and it seems to shift more attuned with the tides and the weather of the seas, more so than the general emotional scale. But when the emotions are strong, which some have seen before, it turns very blistering and fiery. And Aimer is most likely surveying the area and taking note, because prior to their exile, they were a cartographer, and so they are always taking notes and taking measure of the surrounding areas, and taking measure as well of the roads and also the landscape. So Aimer at this point would most likely be probably sitting near the seaside, trying to get a feel for it, because Aimer is also a warlock who has made a pact with the Leviathan of the Earthmother.
Fascinating. For those who are not aware, we've already hit on 2 of the 3 children of the Earthmother. The Earthmother is the spirit of the Moonshaes, and some think maybe an aspect of Shantea. The Druids will say that's absolute rubbish, that she is her own entity. And she is known to having 3 different children that she manifested to help the Moonshaes against Karzarog, the beast, who is her great foe. One is the unicorn, which this mantle seems to pass from one unicorn to the next. The greatest of the most well-known of them was Kimren, the unicorn. And Michelle has mentioned the current unicorn, which is Aaron. And the second child is the Leviathan, which is a giant whale. Possibly narwhal, but definitely a whale. It tends to be the most obscure and remote of the 3 children, because it slumbers in the ocean depths of the Sea of Moonshae and only rises up in times of need, usually to sink a Northlander invasion fleet. Was the last time it surfaced and caused all sorts of chaos and but apparently certain people can hear the whale calls from far away.
I love that. I love that so much.
Now, I'll leave it up to you whether or not you can actually hear the whale calls. Mm-hmm. Like, can you understand them? Are they saying words, or are you just feeling empathetic emotion from the whale calls?
It's more emotion and empathetic. Yeah. Okay. So Aimer will you would notice like Aimer's hair color will change to this tune and the rhythm of the songs.
Lately, the Leviathan has been giving you a song of warning.
Ooh.
Be on guard.
So you don't speak well?
I have to be underwater.
Hopefully the mic is picking it up.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Anything else?
I love this. I think that's it. Yeah.
All right. You'll receive a servant of Earl or Owen Reese runs up. Apparently, he's been giving all the kids jobs in his castle as errand runners, so that they have a place to sleep. It's pretty much the common room. You get that part of floor over there. But if he slaps his tabard on them, then people leave them alone, because to assault them would be to assault the Earl, and it keeps them safe. So a little boy grows up. Message for you, sir.
Oh, thank you.
A little message. It has
Aimer
stamped
will
with the
take
seal
it.
of the Orwin Reese.
Looks authentic, and opens it and reads it.
In short, it says, I have found a need for your particular skills and obvious heroism. Please speak with Brython at the Grove outside of the Moorgate. He's in need of your assistance. Earthmother, preserve and protect. Orwin Reese, Earl of Moray. I took out a lot of the floral language because it was up at the top.
Appreciate it.
It's like, Aimer Herfiel of recently of Serafall, favored of High Queen Kefri. We bid you greetings.
Yep. So Aimer will.
I think there is a form letter. He has scribes that fill all that in for him.
Yeah, there's like a form. Just absolutely.
You can still see there's little bits of ink where you can tell he wrote this in a big hurry.
Oh yeah, it was definitely like mass writing of just like autograph, signature, initial here.
Because he's got a wave of people showing up from Alaron, and he has to figure out how to feed all of them and house all of them.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
So,
I assume that you follow his request.
Absolutely.
Wonderful. We'll get you in back in a moment. Let's go pop on up to Mist.
Mist is just a kobold, and I am here in the Moonshae on totally legitimate business for the Church of Mistra. There's been some soupy action in the weave, and we don't like when other people are sort of soup. That's our job. No soup, actually. It should be very stable, interwoven, like a mesh, So we're just checking that out, seeing what's going on, and that's definitely the only reason that I am here in the Moonshaes on totally legitimate business, as previously aforementioned. Mist is a kobold twilight cleric, was abandoned as an infant on the side of the road-ish, close enough to the side of the road that some traveling priest took pity upon this squalling infant and took Mist into the church, and from there grew up as an acolyte and would love to make a name for himself and let all the naysayers know that just because he or they, either pronouns acceptable for Mist, is small, doesn't mean that we can't do things, good things or bad things, but we don't do those. No. So trained in combat and everything. I have giant mace. I've been told it's normal size. And I'm here to help out my friends and take on this totally legitimate business opportunity. I heard there was work.
Oh my, so much to work with there. First thing I would like to mention that you've not actually seen any shrines to Mistra anywhere in the Moonshaes. And the Ffolk people kind of ignore her the Northlanders are almost overtly hostile. Like, we don't like magic. Magic makes the monsters, they'll whisper.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm just a cleric. You know,
But-
just here to do some heals.
All right, well, they're all about the heals. But you do make an interesting contact in town, if you wish to. His name is Captain Cree, and he is the captain of the caravel, the Leaky Mermaid, and he's completely a legitimate businessman.
Only the most legitimate. He's got
Only
his
the
name
most
is
legitimate.
Captain. Afterwards.
It's mostly shipping salted herring about.
I mean, you couldn't get a title like captain without being legitimate.
Yeah,
Everybody
this is
knows
true.
that.
And and there's definitely not a second hold underneath the first hold on his ship.
Yo, that's just silly. We only put one. Otherwise, it gets all, the building. I've never built a ship, but,
But he's if you wish to make use of him as a contact in the future, you're welcome to
yeah.
do so, because he could certainly make use of someone with your particular set of skills.
Yeah, no, Captain Cree, I'll take your scroll and I'll put it in my book here, and I've got your locations.
And while you were down at the docks at Moray, which are on the Donegal River, we kind of based Clare Moray after Dublin, so it's on the river, not exactly on the ocean itself, because they need to. There's no good deep water harbors in the Moonshaes except for Caer Caladir, so everything is up a river a little bit by about a mile. And Caer Moray is built upon one side of it facing down. There's the harbor, which has all the docks, a spit that go flat area that goes up that has all the warehouses. Then you get to the city wall, and the wall, the city proper that overlooks all of it. And that is where one of those messenger boys, the messenger children from Earl Orwin, finds you. Runs up with a little letter. You are the easiest one to find yet, says the boy. I think you're the only one of you.
Well, normally they say I'm too short to find, but I like being easy to. Well,
You gleam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is new.
Huh. You seem like a nice fairy.
Yeah, very, yes.
All
Very
right.
nice.
And you see he throws some salt over his shoulder. Well, he's seeing you, and runs off.
Bye, friend.
Inside is a note that has all the floral language addressed to you. Bids you greeting and asks you to please see Brython outside of town.
Okay.
Will you be following such invitation?
Yeah. I don't
right.
see why not. That's a good way to go stick my nose in places it doesn't belong.
Ooh, the tingle of adventure. And speaking of which, coin maker. Where are you these days? Where can we find you in our fantasy Dublin?
Coin maker has probably been banned in several taverns already. So he's in some back alley with a group of not so trustworthy people probably. And he pulls up one of his pouch full of gold and says, "Look at me. I'm almost made of gold. Are you all ready to play dice, my friends? Let's go." And then I roll some dice on the ground. And you see this tabaxi, like a dirty yellow, orange fur, some brown spots, with leather armor, long bow on his back, and a couple of clubs as well, because he doesn't like to carry metal, at least while he's here on this island. Coin maker has lived for a while in a Mastican settlement in the Isle of Gwenet. So, and there he loved exploring the Lirat forest, where he met a Feywild friend, who in turn coin maker goes out and different adventures, and then comes back to his Feywild friend to tell the story. In return, his Feywild friend will give him treasures from the Feywild, and that's why he has a lot of coins, and he just does whatever he can to spend them. But for some reason, he just never runs out of gold. So there. Now I'm here in this town in Kaer Morhen, hoping to get more exciting adventures. But right now, my exciting adventure is here in this back alley, hopefully winning some coins.
All right. If you're of interest in this, I have a couple friends you might have made. Well, one friend, one enemy. The first one, the friend, her name is Sandra, and she is the barkeep at the Darkening Moon pub in town. And she is willing to help your shenanigans for a cut.
Works for me.
And she's really good at like whatever the constables to knock on things or give you a signal to like time to sweep it up and get out of here. So she keeps an eye out on what's going on, and also gives you steers customers towards you because she's really good at picking out who has money.
Perfect.
And is flush. Now the other one is Brighton Tibby Gow. Tibby is a captain in the local constabulary, Brighton being captain, and she is onto you because a lot of people who lost felt that this was unfair and you were using Fey tricks. And so you're going to have to lay low whenever she comes by.
Okay. All right.
But since you were known to the Earl, and frankly, he's kind of above this sort of petty thing, one of those messenger children come by with a letter addressed to you. If you are not there, the child leaves it with Sandra. And the next time you pop by, Sandra says, "Oh, by the way, there's something here that one of the children, a messenger from the Earl left this for you," and slides it across the counter towards you.
What's this? A letter? Are you finally banning me here, Sandra?
No.
Come on, this is...
No, of course not. You're ridiculously profitable.
All right, well, I open it. Too many words. Where do I need to go?
Yeah. Can you read?
Yeah, I can read.
Okay,
but,
you're ahead of many of
I
us.
get lazy quickly. And
you
then
can
I
see
just,
her. She's kind of peeking over, trying to see what's written.
I show it to her.
You show it to her? Oh, that makes
I show it
easier.
to her. Okay. All
Oh,
right.
you should go. You should go right away to this. The Earl is a good person to have in your debt. Also, Brython is a good person.
I see. Maybe
he's a good little role.
Maybe he has a lot of coins too. Maybe he likes to play dice. I'll see
you don't know
what
druids
I can do.
then.
Oh.
There's money and then there's druids. They have no money.
Well, this is from the Earl, so I should probably accept it, right? So, okay.
The Earl has money.
Okay. There we go. Now we're making some sense. All right, let's go. Do this. Earn some coin. I'll be back, Sandra. Ready a lot of barrels of ale because we'll be drinking once I'm back.
She makes a face when you say that and says, "Actually, we're on our last keg. But we do have lots of mead."
All right.
This is a cider. Cider is the drink of choice among the Ffolk, and mead, the Northlanders can't get enough of their mead. The ale seems to mostly be from the dwarves in the Fair Heights Mountains, who are now cut off because Caladir has fallen.
All right.
So you're reduced to cider.
And some food, all right? Not just some soup like from the temple. All right, just some good meat if you can get it.
I'll see what I can do.
All right. And I head off.
All righty. Leia, you're going to have to walk me through this name. Use small, slow words.
It's actually quite easy. It's Lufina.
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 Okay. I'm not going to feel sorry at all when I start throwing my Welsh at you.
No problem, no problem. So Huskara Lufina, she is from the island of Alaran, from Narlheim. Narlheim? See, I'm gonna screw up your words. You screw up my name, I'll screw up all your
Everyone
words.
wants to put an L in there. I have to I do a word search every time we do it to make sure we have all those L's out. It's just Narhelm.
Narlheim. All right, well then I blame you because the stuff that you sent me had L's in them. So
Did I? See, this is I am the least big offender of it.
Okay, I should have looked at the map. That was my problem.
Narhelm.
Narhelm. So I'm from Narhelm on the island of Alaran. Lufina likes to prides herself. She is a paladin, Oath of the Ancients. She prides herself on being the great granddaughter of Prince Brandon Olafsson. Olafsson. Words are hard.
Especially when you're doing with one of these.
I'm not going to do that. No.
You're not going to do the Northlander accent. What a shame.
My English would be worse. She is a household warrior for Jarl Ulf. So like kind of knight-esque. And she is in Caremore. Moray. Oh, there's a Y that I didn't see there. Caremore. She's on the lookout for a local rumor that there is a unicorn in this area. And she is from Narhelm, and being the shield maiden type, she is looking to ride this unicorn before going back to her hometown. Kind of a rite of passage kind of thing, and maybe find a husband. That's questionable. We'll decide later whether or not that's gonna happen. But until she can
firmly
find
over the shoulder, carried like this.
Yeah, that's exactly what's gonna happen. Yep, it's gonna
consciousness
be a bonk on the
is
head.
kind of optional.
And yeah, until she finds a lead on this errand, she will be just doing what she can, taking jobs to just help folk out, whatever they need, despite her Northlander.
There's a cool woman in town who helps keep law and order. Her name is Tibby Gao. She is the best. And right now she is trying to track down a rumored miscreant who is defrauding people through crooked dice games and bringing more misfortune to people.
Okay.
And she is determined to, while she can't stop all the real bad things that are going on in the Moonshae, she can at least stop this one little thing that is promoting misery among the people.
Do we have a description for this shady dice type?
There's many different descriptions.
That's quite
some
perfect.
people say it's some form of bugbear. Other people say that it's just a very hairy dude. And then some people whispered it's actually a cat. And that's why she can't find him, because it hides as a cat during the day and only turns into a cat person at night in order to do these dice games, and then hides back as a cat.
Okay. Lufina is quite good at dice games, so I think she'll be the person to look for this mysterious dice swindler.
While you were helping her look for that, one of the messengers of the Earl finds you. Message for you! And presents it to you.
Thank you. So you're gonna make me do that. I'll put silver.
Grabs it. Toss a coin to your messenger! And then runs off.
Kids these days.
The message is identical to the others. Floral language, floral language, floral language. Lufenia of the household of Jarl Ulf, I bid you greeting. Please go see Brython. Sincerely, Earl Orwin.
Okay.
And Tibby can tell you exactly where Brython is. He's in the Druid outside the Moor Gate, which is to the south of town.
I'll head there promptly.
All right. With that all done, the time has come as you all start to convene at the Moor Gate. We're outside the Moor Gate and at Brython's Grove. You arrive, well, some of you are already there, so I guess the other 4 of you arrive singularly to greet each other outside of a small cottage where you find Brython caring for some goats. He's a young folk man with a long mustache and dressed in forest green vestments. By the way, the current folk fashion has the Vercingetorix style mustaches of the French Gaels from Asterix and Obelix. And he has a mighty mustache. And he looks at the 5 of you, and since we already did introductions, do you just want to do a quick little hi? I am Lufina and so forth, before we get to what Brython needs you to do.
I mean, rather than greeting him, Mist would greet the goats.
One of them has a yellow nose and is trying to smear it on you. And they Brython says, hello, hi. Certainly a lot of you. I thought I would only get 1, but there's 5.
He sent me a letter. I came.
I just let the Earl know. He said he had someone in mind. I didn't know there'd be so many of you.
Are you Rayton? You're Rayton, right?
I am Brython.
Rayton, there you go. Yeah, nice to meet you. I extend my hand, coin maker. And I start to jingle some coins on my pouches.
Hi.
Eyebrow raise from Rufina.
And he will greet each of you in turn. Let's go with we'll start working up the way here. Leia, do you want to introduce yourself to the other? How would you? Do you have any introduction you want to make to yourself and to Brython?
Yeah. Lufina will give a little bit of a chest pound. Housecarl Lufina from I already forgot. I'm trying not to put the L in. Preemptive L. Narhelm. I've been practicing this in my head with the L, so now
I was
it's
doing
all
this
gone.
in a van on the way back from Winter Fantasy, and the laptop was bouncing. I was like trying to follow the laptop as it bounced around my lap. You're lucky it was actually intelligible at all.
Yes, Huskar Lufina from Narhelm.
Hi. Eimer.
Eimer tries to introduce themselves every so often, but stops because whenever a sheep baa's, and there's it's like just sudden abrupt pause, waits, and then Eimer continues the greeting. Hello, I am Eimer Hairfell. I've received your summons and chose to be here to assist.
Ladrin.
And it's like Eimer's just looking down at the sheep, waiting for them to finish. Yes, I am an Eladrin.
Are you okay?
Oh, well,
all
I
the
guess
sheep go quiet.
Oh, that's.
And
I guess
look
that's.
At you. And then they all then hush.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I am here at your disposal.
Thank you. And missed.
Well, like I said, I got a letter. I thought it was from you, but I guess there must have been a misunderstanding and it was from someone else telling me to find you. But I did. I walked all the way down here, and can I keep one of these? Thanks, Idish.
They're not mine. They
Oh.
I people bring them
they're
to
their
me,
own sheep.
and I
That's
fix
so
them
nice.
and I heal them.
Oh, okay, well, I'll ask them later then if they want to go. Okay, that's fine.
Oh, okay.
But I'm here to, you have a problem, and I do the helping things.
I do, and everyone. This is Michelle.
Oh, hi.
So when you look over, you see Michelle, who is towered over by the Irish wolfhounds, the sheep, and even the goats. But she is currently sitting next to an Irish wolfhound, fashioning its tail into the same type of mustache as Bryson. She's quite fascinated by the task, and the wolfhound is looking at her, looking at it, and they're both like, oh. And so as you introduce yourselves, before she introduces herself, she will introduce, I think this one, point to the different animals. This one is Sam, and this one is Megan, and this one is Idris, and this one is Akua, and this one, oh yes, this one likes adventures and she looks at Mist. But I am Michelle. I'm so happy to meet you. And she says it with her lip curled up. So the mustache is looking like Bryson. I'm doing this to make him feel more comfortable.
Hello, small friend.
We're gonna be besties.
Yes.
I appreciate you all coming. I need your help. My mentor and superior in the druids here, her name is Steph Kincaid. She is the great druid of Moray. And she's at the Eye in the Mist, which is the moon well in the Tarthwood to the east.
Okay.
I haven't heard from her in nearly a 10-day, and we usually send animal messengers back all the time, and she hasn't responded to mine nor sent one of her own. I was wondering if you would go to the Eye in the Mist and check on her and make sure she's all right. There's been rumors of, not rumors, there's been a lot. There's been a lot of black blood activity. The lycanthropes are, they're hunting.
I must have misunderstood you. I thought you said lycanthropes, like the people that turn into vicious wolves.
Yes, you met them. Have you met them? You know?
No,
I had the misfortune.
They follow Malar, and they hunt the Moors. Usually they keep their distance, but lately they have been more aggressive than normal. By the way, Michelle, you've hung out with Bryson for a while. He doesn't usually stutter this much normally. It seems to be caused when all the people showed up all at once.
She's gonna just kind of sidle up and she's definitely shorter than him, but she's just gonna look up and give his little shirt a tug and say, don't worry, the sheep and the goat trust them. It's fine. It's fine. Take your time.
I hope you're right. The wolves hunt on two legs in the Tothwood. You should be careful.
Don't you worry.
Well-
I look at everyone and I say, we're going to go, right? I mean, I just met you, but you're just friends I haven't met yet. And so we're going to go and we're going to help, aren't we? Sure we are.
Absolutely.
Of course.
Do,
Of course.
do you have any silver with you?
No need. I've heard from stories from my friend that when you see those people that can change into those animals, like wolves on two legs, all you need is just like a wooden stake and just stab them on the forehead. And then,
No, that's the ones that bite you.
yeah, they
Oh,
bite
well, wait, they
too,
both-
right?
No, the ones that, like,
Yeah. And then we start
But
getting
we'll-
confused.
if you have any silver, we'll gladly take any.
Yes.
I have here, and he goes into his cottage, and he comes back out with a spear that has a silver tip for the final foot of it.
Mhm.
And you can tell it's a boar spear because it has the bar on the side to keep the boar from running itself too far up and then goring you, because they totally will do that.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to hold him at some distance. So he has a silvered boar spear that he can loan you to help you if you run into any black bloods, but probably you'd be fine because you're really powerful and stuff.
I brought my mace.
Well, if anyone's
Is it silver?
capable of wielding such a weapon.
I can take that. That is, and like Lufina's got like a spear already in her hand, with like her buckler. She's got like a buckler slung on her back. So I have trained extensively in spears, so I should be able to handle that no problem.
He will hand the spear over to the shield maiden and thanks you. If you want, we can take the chariot.
Oh,
Chariot? We have a
there's
chariot?
a chariot.
Yes.
Shotgun.
Oh, I try to run as fast as I can to ride it.
But assuming you are all willing, he does not unfortunately have any money to pay you. But he does offer use of the spear. Maybe Lynette has something. If not, go talk to the Earl.
I'm just here for the adventure.
Oh, he could. There will be that.
Okay.
He also does have a chariot, which is a two-wheeled Celtic-style chariot. Graham, do we have a picture of it?
No.
Kind of cool. All right, we'll find one. So it's kind of like think of a Celtic-style Egyptian chariot that has two wheels.
Can we all fit there?
It's actually fairly large, whereas those were like horse chariots that have like two people, one for the driver, one for the archer. This is like the truck version of that. It's actually kind of long, and you can fit multiple people in there because it's very useful on the moors of Moray, which are very flat and fairly smooth, so they can ride over top of it. And also, they don't have a lot of horses, so one horse pulls 6 people was about what they had.
Oh, poor horse. But you could fit a lot of us, because me and Michelle, yeah, we're small. We're like 2/3 of a person in a trench coat.
Excellent.
Oh goodness, I love it. I love it.
Alrighty.
Aimer's already.
original-
Aimer will just face step into the chariot with like a little cloud of autumn leaves.
When you do that, when you appear on the other side, apparently you went through a particular part of the Feywild that is known for its cinnamon trees and nutmeg bushes. Because when you come out, you smell of those things.
Mm.
So please note of that, Aimer. You are delightfully aromatic.
Excellent.
Anybody notice it smells more like fall all of a sudden?
Smells like mulled wine.
And
I
for
had that once. I don't remember what happened after that.
Maybe the chariot has a air freshener or something that hangs somewhere. Like, instead of a pine tree, it's a
Do we
like a
tell them
cinnamon.
why this
We just
happens,
put a
Graham,
cinnamon
or do we
broom in
leave
the
them
chariot.
dark? Okay. It might be
Name.
just the whims of the Feywild coming to roost upon you. Speaking of which, could let's say, Quakemaker, could you please roll me a D8?
A D8. Okay.
Oh.
Actually, let me just roll a real dice.
Oh, fancy.
So I have it. A 2. I got a 2.
All right. Michelle, as you are getting under the chariot, your chin is just very itchy. And as you're pulling on it, it's kind of like has like the down of like a chicken or other bird. And as you stroke, it's getting longer and longer until you have this giant beard of goose feathers that extend down halfway down your chest.
My dice legitimately smell like fall. This is an apple pumpkin candle.
It's kind of itchy.
Michelle is touching the goose feathers and maybe sneezing a little bit, and then says, I'm sorry, I might ask this a lot. Can anybody else see this?
Did you say sneezing?
Yeah.
When you sneeze, they in all directions.
Start spitting all the feathers that goes to my mouth.
And there is a burst of feathers all around Michelle.
Does that happen often?
So you can see these. Okay. No.
What was that?
Do you need to be plucked?
Well,
Do you need medical assistance?
Oh, yep. Got my bag.
Oh, Mist, you felt it when those two things happened. With your connection to Mistra,
Mm-hmm.
there was a surge in the weave,
Oh,
a planar surge.
that was extra tingly.
And Lufina like holds up the back of her hand to like Michelle's head, like, do you have a fever? Does my hand feel cold to you?
no, yes, and no. But I like it. I like. She starts gathering up the ones that flew away. I kind of like this, and starts putting them in her hair too. And as you look, she's got twigs and potentially a piece of a nest. But she's just like, no, I want to keep these. I think it's my look. Yeah.
Oh, I know how to like braid them into your hair if you would like.
Aimer's
Can
gonna
you kindly roll me
prestidigitation
2d6,
all the feathers.
Michelle, could you roll me 2d6?
Absolutely. Boop. Oh, I'm gonna do it on roll 20 despite technical difficulties, if that's okay
Sure.
with you, DM.
Whatever way works for you.
I got a 5.
5?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, no, I got a 2 and a 3. Sorry.
All right, you can find 5 excellent quality feathers. Excellent quality goose feathers.
Ooh.
So that means they're pretty long, and they can be whatever design you want because they're from the Feywild. So they don't necessarily have to be the normal goose colors, but they are unbroken, perfectly formed. You could possibly have them trimmed down to make a quill if you so desire. I used to have a quill.
Can
but
we
I
use
think
them
I
to
ate
make
it.
a hat with a feather?
Oh, yeah, they would totally look good in hats.
Oh, be nice.
She's gonna spread them out like feathers in front of her 5 new besties and say, would you like one? I feel like it's like a special sign, and I want to share, but I would like to keep just one.
Feel like
one
this
that
is-
looks like a raven. I would like this one.
Yeah.
Definitely
thank you.
a
I would be
bonding
very
experience.
honored. I would be very
Yes!
honored to receive
I
such a
like
gift.
this. I can hide behind it, and now no one knows I'm here.
Lufina will take
We can
hers
now
and, like,
we can now call. I wear the goose feather on the side of my head, and we can now call ourselves the feathers of the chariot, right?
Oh, I love it. That's such a good name.
Yeah. All right. And then
Speaking of
Let's
chariot,
go.
and thank you, Coin Maker, for that segue. Please take in inspiration.
Oh, thank you. I would prefer
is-
gold coins, but I'll take that. All right.
Tarthwood is about 10 miles east of Kermaray, and Brython's Grove outside of the Moorgate. Brython chariot will quickly devour those miles between the two. It's open moorland, which is perfect terrain for the chariot, and Brython likes going fast. When you reach the edge of the forest, the terrain is sloping down, and the foliage becomes denser until it becomes thick forest. Mist stubbornly clings to the in the hollows, and you can see a small hunter's path winding its way down into the forest. And Brython says, that path will take you to the eye of the mist. Just follow it down. Just keep going down. It's
Into
in
the
a dell
mist?
at the center of the forest.
Oh, okay.
And
Oh, you're not gonna join us, right?
oh no, it's dangerous.
Oh,
Oh.
There
yes.
could be blackbuds, and they attacked the town last month. They got through the gate. It was a
I
near
see.
thing.
Well, you're a fun person to be with, Rayton. So I hope we get to see you again. Are we going there, or I look at the others? We're gonna jump on the eye.
yes.
Yes.
Into
Davina
the
gives a-
mist.
Before
the
you head
horse
out, he
token.
will give you each a good berry.
Ooh.
Oh, I know how to make these. All right, this is good.
Thank you.
For the road, one for the road.
Yes. Very kind.
love
of
it.
you. Do not fret. With the end of this, there'll be fewer black bloods. Hopefully.
Once you unload from the chariot wagon, he turns and starts heading back towards Kermaray, hoping to get there before dark. Leaving you on the edge of the forest, of the Tarthwood, on the edge of the moors. It is, as usual in the Moonshaes, overcast.
Yay.
And it's they don't really have the driving rains of Chult. The Moonshaes have a spitting rain that will go for 3 days, is the standard weather of these isles. But on the other side, Moonshaes has its own color of green. It's a very green place. And to those who have not visited the Isles before, they were like, oh, I know all the greens. I'm like, well, mostly. There's Moonshae green, which is a very vibrant green that can only be born from all this water and also the blessings of the Earthmother herself. But the Tarthwood is a darker green, and the mist are cloaked, just kind of drifting through the forest itself. Do you wish to take any precautions before you head in, or are you ready to go down, follow the trail, or do you wish to take some other route?
Well, I can see fine in like the dark and dimness, but can all of you Lavina?
No, unfortunately. I am just a simple human and can see with the sun. That's
Okay.
it.
It is dim light.
Yeah.
It's not bright sunlight. So it's bright sunlight out. It's sunlight out here, even though it's overcast. But once you get in the forest, it'll go to dim light. But
How
you will
long
not be
do we
walking in darkness.
How long do we think we're going to be traveling through the forest?
About an hour.
Okay. Well, in that case, then I'm going to wait like a couple of minutes into the forest and then give you the blessing of the eyes of the night because it lasts about an hour.
Okay.
All right.
And then you have dark vision out to 300 feet.
I was gonna say you're a Twilight cleric, so that's like the super dark vision, which is
I mean,
like
does anybody
the
else?
superest.
It's the
I mean, if
superest.
anybody, I can give 2 more people the same blessing to have super.
I'm good.
I should be
but
good.
Yeah. So Michelle and Amer as well. Then you can have super night vision.
all right.
I'm good.
Um,
When you try to
coin-
give it to me, I will say maybe I'm fine. I grew up in the forest, and so I'm okay in the light changing. But maybe one of the can you give it to one of the horses that is so kindly and so graciously leading our way? I would hate for them to trip. And by the way, Luvina, your placement of the feather in your hair is quite lovely, if I do say so.
The horse, that's a good idea. Yes, of course. I'll give the last one to my horse. The horse. Our horse. It's a shared horse. It's its own horse.
Didn't it go back with? Did I?
Yeah.
The horse that was pulling the chariot is pulling the chariot back to Cambrai.
Yeah.
Right.
I gave
You
it
could
to
definitely
him
have done it
anyway.
before it left if you wanted.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Right. Yeah. Coinmaker is a ranger, and fortunate enough, his favorite terrain is forest. So he kind of squats down and takes a bit of dirt on the ground and kind of tastes it a little bit, and then try to see if there's any footprints, specially made of wolf paw prints, or if there's any safe route that me and my friends can take as we explore.
There are no wolf prints here. What is your passive perception?
My passive perception is 14. Yeah.
I will let you know if you see any, or if you ever want to make any active checks. Let me know.
Okay.
But here, it seems to be a game trail that has then been grown into an actual walking trail that humans use.
Oh, okay.
And there are no recent prints in it, but you can definitely tell it's got that bit where the trail has kind of eroded down into the forest a little bit, so it kind of has a bowl shape to the path as it's winding down. And with your ranger knowledge, one of the reasons why the Tarthwood has so much mist in it is because it's built it grows on the side of the moor, so the winds are blowing from the sea, blow mist in, and it gets stuck inside the forest, and because of the trees, it doesn't burn off during the day.
I see. I try to share that trivia to my new friends, and then I also tell them that this path right here, it tastes safe, so I think we can use this.
Would you like to lead the way, Coinmaker?
I know my fair
Of
share
course,
about
why
dirt,
not?
but
Yeah, I've eaten a lot of dirt, and I don't think I've ever gone with good. But,
I look
you
up
know,
everyone. I've eaten
You do
far worse
no,
than this, but you know.
You do you. You do you.
Yeah,
It's okay.
you know.
yeah.
I lead the way.
So the narrow path twists and turns as it descends into the dark forest, following a wandering stream. Soon the light of the moors is gone, leaving you in a twilight realm of trees and mist. So
I
Graham,
love Twilight.
would this be a good place to take a break? I think we should. How long do you usually take your breaks? 5 minutes? 25 minutes?
5 or 10. 10.
Multiplied.
25.
I was multiplying when he was adding.
Because, you know, that's
Alrighty.
what we go to straight.
We'll be back the next day.
Alrighty. As we will pick up as you adventure deeper into the Tarthwood, and we will see you all back in 10 minutes then?
10 minutes.
10 minutes. All right.
10 minutes.
See you in a bit.
All right.
through the tarthwood, through the mists and the stately dark trees.
I think we're muted.
Oh,
Chat says
we
we're
were for a
no.
second.
Oh no.
Are we all
Are
good?
we all good?
Oh, okay.
Can you hear us,
Fantastic.
chat?
We're good.
So
Okay.
we'll pick up with our party as they are picking their way down that path through the forest of the Tarthwood, through the stately dark trees and the mist that are clinging to the side of the hills, following a tumbling stream that is flowing out of the moorlands above, seeking the sea down at the bottom of the path. You are led on your way by Coinmaker, a Tabaxi ranger, who is in his happy place here in the forest, his favorite terrain, I'm told. And as you go through, Coinmaker can see off the path through the trees some sort of figure, either floating above the forest floor beneath a tree branch.
I
It's
go,
humanoid,
"Shh."
but you can't
Ah.
make out any more of that because of the mist.
I go, shh. There's someone there. Is it floating or is just the mist is covering its feet? But we need to get closer. That might be the person we're looking for.
And if
is
it's
there a
not?
way I can approach stealthily?
Absolutely. The entire place is hushed with mist, and that just kind of clings to you as you walk through it. The forest floor itself is either a blanket of pine needles or occasionally a lot of small shrubberies growing here and there through the meager light coming in through the canopy above. You have advantage on your stealth check.
Oh, nice. Yeah, 'cause
Mhm.
I got a 24. I'm surprised I can go to 24. I'm like, where am I? What happened to I can't even see myself from that stealth.
Oh, I'm gone.
Like a shadow.
Uh,
You seem to blend in with the mist and the foliage of the forest, Coinmaker. What would you like to do? And after you answer, I'll ask the rest of the party what they do as Coinmaker slides away through the mist and the forest.
Yeah. I tell them that we need to get closer and see if that's the person that we're looking for. And then once I stealth, I slowly approach this figure.
All right. Coinmaker approaches. I guess we will start with the bottom, work our way up. Lufina. Did I say that right?
Yes, Nufina. Yeah. Does it look corporeal or?
Yes.
Okay.
It does seem to be floating in the air, like just with its arms outreached, and seems to be wearing some sort of tattered robe. You don't see feet beneath it.
I will probably shield up sword, or not sword, spear kind of on top, just slowly approach in a shielded manner, just advancing, because I know I can't. There's no way I'm going to be quiet. This is just not possible for me.
All right.
But I am going to keep an eye on it, shield up, spear at the ready, and slowly advance.
Eimer. You do not see
Eimer-
Coinmaker, but you also see Lufina slowly advance. What would you like to do?
Eimer will trail a little further behind from the group, but will brandish a short bow and also pull out an amulet out of near the chest, and you can see that it has a kind of smooth kind of curl, and it has these waves kind of wrapped around it with some tentacles as well. And it begins to have a soft, pale blue glow, and Aimer is going to be casting False Life on himself. And kind of just be very cautious as everyone advances forward.
So when you do this, do you have like kind of like the ripples of light going through water, going across
kind of like
you
that,
as a sheen?
kind of like the moonlight shining through the water too. So it has like that kind of like very palish illumination as well.
False life is cast as you pull upon the power of the Leviathan to strengthen you beyond what you're normally capable of. Missed.
Yep. Ooh, 7. Yes.
We're doing life stuff. Oh, that seems helpful. I don't know if this is dangerous, so I'm gonna cast Aid. That seems like a good plan. Myself, Aimer, and Michelle are the squishy ones. Squishy-er.
Okay. The power of the weave fills you. It shall take the blow for you, and you will not. Michelle.
Michelle is going to look over at Mist and say, kind of mouth, "Did you do this? Thank you." And she's going to pull her mace out from behind her, and it's quite the appropriate size for her, but then the head part is really huge, and it's got these little curved, they look more like thorns than anything else. And then she's also going to reach into her pouch and pull out a little bit of like what looks like crumbled cookies, and she's just going to whisper, anybody who can read lips, I guess, is going to see they can get the carrot or the stick, their choice. And she's going to move off to the side a little bit, like an unguarded side of the group, and just continue to keep an eye out.
Oh my God. So awesome. Please take inspiration for that one. Coin maker. You are approaching stealthily. It does not respond to your approach. Continues to hang there. And as you get closer, you realize it's not alive at all. It's an effigy made with the skull and a rib cage of a deer. The bones are lashed to a wooden pole which supports the spine and acts as the prop for the skull. And the rotting drape of wool hangs from the effigy that stares at you with empty eyes.
Well, you're not the great druid of Moray, I'm thinking.
It makes no answer.
Does it seem hostile to me, or is it just staring at me for now?
It seems to be non-reactive to you.
I take out a gold coin and then just kind of slowly place it in front of this effigy.
Mm-hmm.
And then I say a little prayer in Sylvan. That's what I think the language of the forest is. And then I take a step back to see if it will do anything.
It makes no reaction to that. Aimer, would you kindly make me a intelligence history check?
Sure.
You have special experience with this, I think.
I hope so, but I only rolled a 9.
You went to Dinagol, did you not?
Yes, I did.
With your history, you have recognized this as a warning marker left by the tribe of the Black Blood.
Okay.
It marks territory. And that anyone in this territory is susceptible to the hunt.
As soon as Aimer realizes that, they'll say in a hushed voice to everyone nearby, "Be on your guard. The lycanthropes are here. This is their territory. That's their mark."
I take out my bow and an arrow as well, just to be ready. And then nods at Aimer.
That structure denotes their territory. Once we cross through it, our lives are forfeit to their hunt.
Then, well, we have to go forward. We have to find the one Rayton is looking for. So,
Yes.
just be careful. I look at the others, and then if they're ready, kind of
Can't we
take a
just
step.
apologize if they see us?
Yeah. We can try that first. You know? And then
They've never
take a
been
step
quite
into the
forgiving.
Well, we're not asking forgiveness. We're just saying we're sorry, which is different.
It confuses me for a second, and then okay.
Aimer definitely has a confused look.
we all get confused for a second, then we just decide to move on.
That sounds about right. That
Sure.
sounds
All right.
about right.
That makes sense in a way.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't know we weren't supposed to be here, right?
Yeah.
I
That's-
guess.
That.
Yeah. What's the something about pause and denial?
All right, but Miss, just take out your big mace just in case. All right, just in case
Oh, yeah.
they don't agree with the sorry.
All right. I got it.
I'm going. I would like to stick a little bit closer to Coinmaker, so then that way, he can duck behind me if need be. Since I'm gonna continue shield up, like I head on a swivel for the rest of the time we're here.
All right.
All
Are you
right.
continuing on down the path?
Fina is ready.
Coinmaker, you're barely 10 feet away from that effigy, and you see a wolf print in the dirt of the forest.
Guys, footprint looks like a wolf. I squat down, all cool like, and then I take some dirt from the print just to
Don't
make
like it.
sure.
Don't like it. Don't.
I have my tongue out. I'm looking at Lafina and.
You know
I
that
have
thing
to-
that cats do when they're about to lick something? You're like, don't do it.
Yep.
You're like,
And then slowly, and then I lick it just to verify that it is a wolf print. And if yes, I try to track
Necessary.
it.
All right. The track is leading you down the hill towards the Eye of the Mist. That's right, Eye in the Mist. And
Okay.
as you go,
I am missed.
Mhm. In the mist.
I'm sorry, Eric.
And as you go, you hear an unseen bird as cackles from the bough of the trees. But there does not seem to be any foes that you can see.
We
You wish to
continue
push on?
forward, and we'll probably try to kill them with laughter if they become hostile.
All right.
Yes, laughter.
This, the weave in this part of the woods is noticeably disrupted. There is significant Shadowfell energy kind of rippling through it in here.
This doesn't feel good, Aimer. You feel that?
I do.
Oh, Mistra's not gonna like this. What do you think's causing it? Is it the over there?
It must be. There has to be a cause for all of this.
Do you think we just get rid of it?
If getting rid of it means purging whatever is causing this, then yes.
All right. You go first.
Very well. I didn't. Aimer is going to spend a little bit of time to cast Detect Magic as a ritual.
Oh, yeah, that's good. That's good.
That involves you stopping here in the forest.
Yeah.
And
so Aimer will ask for a little stop.
For 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what the party wishes to do?
I am okay with that. Yeah, Miss is definitely okay with that because something is wrong with the magic here, and we need to sort that before I go and try to use my magic.
I'm keeping an eye out while Aimer is casting Detect Magic as a ritual.
Same.
Just in case.
I'm protection.
All right, and you have the 14 passive? Are
Yes,
you,
that is
are you
correct.
the highest in the party?
Cleric,
Oh, yeah.
probably?
Oh wait, no, I'm not a cleric. I'm a paladin.
My passive wisdom? Perception?
My passive
is
perception is 13.
13.
Okay.
How are you, Michelle?
It's sitting pretty at 12.
All right. You hear a voice, a high-pitched voice behind you. Psst. Hey you. Psst. Hey you.
I turn, if it's me, then I turn around and...
You do hear it, but it was right behind Michelle.
Oh, Michelle, all right, okay.
But
I'm looking around because I don't know where it's coming from, but I heard it. And...
Standing right behind Michelle is a small fairy who was not there a moment ago. He has violet skin and pale yellow hair and is dressed in jerkin and a hose. He sports two enormous eyebrows that stretch off his face and end in a curl. His eye twitch as he concentrates on his rapid-fire words. Don't go this way. The shadow of the beast will kill you. You talk to my mistress. Come with me.
Michelle?
We have a visitor, and they're warning us to go, not to go this way.
What's he doing?
And I'm gonna step to the side and say, don't be afraid, but these are my very, very, very good friends, and we're all here to help. So why don't you, is there a problem with us going this way? We kind of started this way and might want to finish this way. And as I'm talking, I'm moving the mace down to my side and I'm holding out the crumbled cookie bits, not kind of as an offering if they don't want it, but just to make sure they can see it.
He definitely sees the cookie. You see his eyes darting towards it. Graham, do we have a picture of this particular fairy? Sweet. You can see what he looks like.
Oh, okay.
The forest is trying to lure you to the eye of the mist. The shadow of the beast rules there. You'll slowly die. Die. Then you'll be dead. Not able to listen. Stupid dead people can't listen.
One, what's your name, friend?
Piglet.
Two, you're going real fast there. I'm gonna need you to. Did anybody else catch it? I'm gonna need you to slow down.
Slow.
Piglet. He's a piglet.
Ticklet.
Piglet.
Ticklet.
No, pig.
Ticklet.
Little pig.
Ticklet.
No.
Sick with an S. Sicklet.
Uh-huh.
Yeah?
Just like that.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? This is the fastest I can go. If I really want to go faster, but you really are slowing me down, but you wouldn't be able to hear me at all, so I have to go really slow. This actually hurts to do it this slow. How are you able to do this? How are you always lumbering about?
Aimer just sighs. Yes, I know. It's a tragedy.
Aimer, you instantly recognize what this creature is. Do you know it out of character?
I don't think I know. No, I don't know it out of character.
I do.
It is a quickling.
Okay.
You're great at stabbing.
Wait, you need to come with me. You gotta go meet Hill. She needs you.
Aimer will eventually open their eyes and just go, you mentioned a shadow beast, yes?
Shadow of the beast.
No, someone
shadow of
said
the
hill.
beast.
It's like the beast with the shadow. Like when you hold light and then the shadow flows and then you see the shadow, but it's not actually the beast, but it's the shadow of the beast. So imagine the beast is going through the shadow veil. That's what you get, the shadow of the beast.
Oh, that all makes sense now.
What was the bit about
so you're coming with me to go see
hill?
Hill? She's waiting for you.
Yeah, hill. That was the thing. I have it in my notes. I don't know what I wrote it down for, but somebody said something about hill
Did you
earlier.
say you
It's
need
gotta
her?
be important.
She'll talk to you.
Yes,
Listen.
I think. Yes, we shall attend to your mistress. And Aimer kind of looks at everyone. I would advise you all best behavior and don't take anything.
Don't touch my
Levina's
stuff.
like
need
looking
that?
at Aimer and then like looking at this tiny little creature and looking at Aimer and like looking at the creature and just like, I'm glad you caught some of that.
Text to speech didn't.
Next to speech is crying. That's what I want to say. Why are you making me work hard?
Are we gonna go? Time's wasting.
go.
You could have been there already
Yes.
by now. It's not
Yes.
far. Only a few minutes walk. Oh wait, you lumber. Oh, it's so many more minutes. So long. Why are you so slow?
Michelle is going to extend however many hands or fingers she thinks, because clearly this creature is smaller than her, but not that much smaller, and just kind of extend her fingers like, friend, hold my hand, and we're gonna go as fast as we can. I'm gonna look at Lavina and say, keep the silver handy though, and let's keep an eye out for the black bloods. And I'm gonna try my best with my little legs to keep up and keep hold.
I wanna hold two new friends. We're skipping, and we're all
Wait,
holding
it's kept.
you
I love
back.
skipping. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Can you keep up?
Yeah,
And he
Miss,
turns
why?
around and he's like,
we can keep you up.
there's a streak of color where he goes and he stops and the color just all catches up with him. And he's like 120 feet away in one move. He turns around and says, come on, this way.
Coinmaker, can you do that? You're fast, right?
I tried to run as fast as I can, but then I ran out of breath, and then I tried to catch my breath, and then run fast again. Yeah, that's basically what I do.
Stop for 6 seconds and take a quick breather.
Quick breather,
Not
and 6
very
seconds.
far away proves
Run
to be
again.
about 30 minutes walk. So with
Oh.
him showing you the way and having a ranger leading you for the best path, it's about a mile and a half. When you come across a small hidden dell where the trees grow thick and the mist clings to the hillside, at the center of the dell is a cottage shaped like a giant toadstool with a tall and tapering cap. Windows pierce the cap at uneven levels, hinting at multiple stories inside. There is a door in a thick sock. Everything is damp and wet from the fog. Yeah, here's Hill's house. Come in. She's waiting for you.
Yes.
And and he's at the door.
Yes, they are like that. Aimer is going to just quickly address everyone. I don't know if any of you had any dealings with Fae and other of the fair folk. Try not to touch anything, and don't agree to anything.
Like
But if they have
I'm
food.
screwing up the name.
Definitely do not take the food.
Isn't that the druid that we're looking for? Hill? I think is that the name? I might be saying it really wrong, but it sounds like that's the name he's using.
Had
Well,
it
if it
here,
is,
and
then
I thought
we'll-
it was
then we'll-
something to do with like another cleric because I wrote down heal, Heal, but I think you're right. I think it was
Just to make it clear, the druid, the archdruid, who is the great druid of Moray, her name is Llyneth Kincaid. Kincaid is the last name. First name is Llyneth.
Well, she does great
if
paintings.
the double L's are too hard, just go with Llyneth.
Okay.
Lynette. Okay.
The name he keeps speaking is Hyll.
Oh, okay.
Hyll. which anyone who is a native of the Moonshaes and a human would know that is a folk word that means ugly.
That's not very nice.
In any case, so Amer responds
Anyways.
with. So thank you for that. That helps a lot. Amer is definitely going to remind everyone: please don't touch anything. Please don't agree to anything if you could help it.
We already did.
And also, if you could be so kind as to not look at at our humble guest in the eye, that would be great.
So,
I'll do my best.
ready? Come on, come on, come on.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, we go.
It takes so long.
Away.
Oh, and one other thing: be polite.
Oh. Okay.
The order just keeps getting taller and taller and taller.
Well,
Yeah.
if you would like to keep your face or any part of you alive, then yes, you should.
Best behavior. Got it.
Okay.
I think I could manage that. My manners are a little rusty, but
Yeah.
I think I could manage it.
Maybe we can play dice with them. I ask.
No,
Ooh.
manners. We're doing the
I-
manners.
Amer
I love
pauses.
a dice game.
They might like a game.
Oh,
you know,
looks at
we could,
Lufina.
we could set up a legitimate gambling operation.
You know what?
Yeah.
I've been thinking about it this whole
I got a
time.
nervous
This
tick. See?
place-
There's a tick on his arm right there. And he keeps tapping it.
Oh, right. Yeah, we should find
Okay.
somebody first. Yeah, let's talk about this later.
Eh.
Kick his arm.
So, you mind opening the door? She's very peculiar. She wants you to
Very
be able
well.
to open the door because you're that way you will do you're her house of your own free will. If I open it for
Text
you,
is
it
speech.
doesn't count.
Text to speech
Yep.
is not helping.
I understand very well. Amer is going to gently knock on the door 3 times and gently open the door.
You open the door. There is no response to your knock. Actually, you do hear a very delightful voice say, "Come in." And when you open up the door, you see, and I flip the page, the inside of the cottage is small and cramped. Trinkets and baubles are everywhere. They fill in the nooks on the wall, cover the tables, and hang from the ceilings. Some are bizarre, and some are just downright creepy. On the far side of the room is a fairy who's peering into a cauldron lit by green flames below. You can't tell too much about her as she's dressed in rags that cover every part of her body. Over her head, she wears a burlap sack on which there's a drawn face of a hag.
I'm getting distracted with
come
all the
in.
trinkets.
I mean you no harm.
Hey, nice fellow over here. I step in.
Amer will bow as they enter. Thank you for welcoming us to your home.
You are pleased to be here. I am pleased to have you here, and I won't eat even a little bit of you.
That's reassuring.
Would you swear to that for the oath of hospitality?
Oh, yes. I
Oh.
will so swear, but you would listen to me. You will listen to my plea, to my bargain. Perhaps we could make a deal.
Amer.
Deal. I love deals.
Hold on, I thought we weren't doing that. The agreements thing.
We're allowed to listen to We're allowed to listen. No one said anything about what to do with it.
You're right. It's rude to ignore people.
Mhm.
I am here, the ugliest hag. And with that, she gestures to the face on her sack. I need you, and you need me. Together, we will both benefit from an agreement. And I promise it won't come back to bite you in the slightest.
Yes.
You are
Okay.
seeking the druid, are you not?
Maybe.
You were on her path.
Were we?
You were. That's what the cauldron told me. She looks down.
Didn't have her
into the
name on
cauldron
it.
with her big spoon. Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
The forest was trying to lure you to the eye in the mist.
Yes.
That it was.
Oh, okay.
There, they would have killed you.
Mm, they would have tried.
I'm sure.
We thank you for saving us from such a doomed and gloomed fate.
So my bargain. I will help you save Thnef. In return, you will advocate for me. Champion my request for sanctuary here in the Tothwood, that I may live in peace.
But that doesn't sound so bad, does it?
Yeah.
I mean,
Of course not. It's
Amber.
a beneficial bargain, is it not?
is there a reason we're not supposed to accept the agreements?
Well, I am a vicious hag.
No. Sorry, I need Amer to answer this one. You
Oh.
seem nice and all, but
Why, thank you. Wait, no, do not. I am not nice. I'm an evil hag.
right.
You see the claws? And she has gloves on, so you can't see any claws.
I get scared when she shows her claws, and my paws out. Claws.
Got claws. Yeah.
so Amer's been taking everything that Pyle has been saying. What kind of reading does Amer kind of get off of it? Like, what if I were to roll like an insight check? May I roll an insight check?
Absolutely. And then you can follow it up with a history check
Ooh,
with
It's
advantage
actually-
on the history check.
I was actually going to ask because you had mentioned that native people who are native to the Moonshaes might have some history on this.
You would know the name, that her name Heel would be would mean ugly in
Mhm.
Tetherian, in the dialect of Tetherian that the folk speak.
Okay, so not the person itself, just
Not
the
the person
meaning
itself.
of the word. Okay.
Just the word that would trigger something. That would be like, oh yeah, that's right. What'd you get, Amer?
So my history is not that great. With advantage, I still roll a 9. However, my insight's an 18.
Your insight's at 8?
18.
Oh, 18.
Oh, I was like, an 8's not better than a 9.
For the fun of it, I'm gonna switch those
Okay.
because it's much more entertaining.
Oh, sure. Absolutely.
So you are not getting a good read on her at all
Mm-hmm.
because it's almost like she has a conflicted personality.
Okay.
But because of who you are, you know that a few years ago, there was a green hag who offended High Lady Ordolph after the Ladrons had passed through to Serafall. And she had cursed this hag with the form of a Seelie Fae, so that all of her efforts would have been twisted to be kind, that all of her machinations would fail, and apparently also gifted her with great beauty. And the only time this curse would be lifted is when the mask became the face.
Ah.
So
have we a deal?
Amer leans in. So, hypothetically, if we were to accept such a generous bargain on your part.
Yes, very generous.
Yes.
Not cruel at all.
No, not at all. But wouldn't you want to be cruel?
I don't see how that is germane to the bargain.
I mean, you can make this deal much harsher for us if you wanted to. So why are you? Why aren't
very
you?
nice.
Hmm.
Very nice.
Well.
My reasons are duplicitous and inscrutable.
Very well.
Besides that, hags have a vile reputation, don't we? As you can see, and she gestures to the bag, you were wise to be wary of me. So, a bargain. I will help you, and you will help me. Let me live here. Ask Lynette to let me live here without interference, and I will help you rescue her.
That doesn't sound bad. I mean, first of all, I don't think you're ugly at all. I mean, even the mask, I think that's the way you drew the face, that's a good touch right there. But we help you, you help us. But I see all these things here.
Yes.
Anything we can keep as a souvenir for that deal?
Yes.
Really? And then I look at everyone with like the brightest smile. I'm like,
no.
Look, and she reaches up.
Absolutely not.
And she pulls down what looks like a snowflake that is held by a piece of thread.
No.
And then she takes it and goes over to another jar and pulls it up and slowly slides the snowflake into it. And caps it and offers it to you. Perhaps this would sweeten the bargain.
Don't take it, coin maker. No.
Slowly extending my claw.
This
Like
will,
Amer and Lufina both swat.
No.
This one will, when the chill of the cold comes to you, it will keep it at bay.
You can just use blankets for that.
You
We
could,
appreciate the kind
but this is much more effective.
Yes, indeed. We do appreciate the kind gesture. However, we will...
It was a terrible
Except-
gesture. It was mean and cruel. I got you to fight.
It was very kind. You are, in fact, very kind.
I saw an argument. It counts.
For a duplicitous and cruel hag, you are quite nice.
Yeah,
And-
right?
Take that back.
No,
No.
I will not.
Take that back. That is just mean.
No, you have been kind and
No.
fair.
Mm-mm.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a terrible, I'm a cruel hag.
Amer kind of whispers to is it Luvinia or
Lufina.
Lufina? Sorry, to Lufina. Keep complimenting her.
That's the plan.
Well, how about this then? We'll stop complimenting you and refer to you as the hellish creature that you are. However, we will only do so if you will help us with the matter at hand, and we
I need a
promise.
place to live.
Well, afterwards.
Champion
Should
my
we be
request for sanctuary to Lynette.
How
See,
about?
I'm saying, Amer, isn't this just the nicest? This is the nicest.
Absolutely,
part
yes.
of the deal. I think
It's very
you're just-
inconvenient.
Stop
white.
saying that, or I will bake you a pie.
That would be lovely.
No, it would not. It would
Absolutely.
be terrible.
Hi.
I would
Actually-
make it
oh.
gooseberry.
Oh, excellent. Actually, I
Children
have
would
some
be
cinnamon and
taught
nutmeg
and-
right now if you would like to make a
Pucker
pie.
the lips.
I just think you have been the absolute sweetest woman, and you just deserve to have so much company because you're just the most wonderful woman that I have come across.
You know how I'll hurt a
many
person,
of my-
don't you?
I don't think you would bake me into a pie, and that's what you're supposed to do, isn't it?
No, she's gonna bake you a
Bake
pie.
you a
Not
pie.
into a pie.
I know, right?
but a
That's what I'm
pie
saying. I
for
don't
you.
think she would bake me into a
Yes,
pie.
I will bake you
No.
A pie!
a pie.
A delicious apple pie!
I hate this.
Are we having a pie party? Pie
Pie
party!
party!
God. Let's take you.
Why, thank you. See, compliments
Why
are so
can't
much
you
better.
take a bargain? It was a good bargain.
It was a good bargain.
It was a good bargain. I'm
It was
ready
a good
to-
bargain. However, I think we can propose a better bargain.
What do you have in mind?
We will if you agree to this argument, we, gesturing to everyone, will stop giving you compliments. We'll leave you alone to wallow in your sorrows for all of eternity. How's that sound? But
I
in
need
exchange,
sanctuary.
hmm,
The pixies keep pranking us.
well, that is fair. They are pixies after all. Very, how is this then? You can have your sanctuary here. I think the Archdruid wouldn't mind. But you would have to be the official steward of these woods. And welcome anybody and everyone that comes your way.
The welcome
Oh, I could make a
wagon
gingerbread
witch.
house with a big oven.
No.
And then pies.
No.
Deal. I like this bargain. Let us do it.
I agree.
Misunderstood.
Pie party for every visitor in the woods. I think.
Yeah, but the
That would be
gingerbread house would get soggy in the rain, and then it wouldn't be very good anymore.
Yeah, that is true.
Yes, you have to
Would be
consider the
very-
structural stability. of
Have
it.
you seen the weather around here?
It's
It's
glorious, isn't it?
Wet.
It is quite nice.
It's-
Chelsea.
I didn't
So
say it was bad. I said it's wet.
I find your bargain acceptable. Aimer, was it?
Yes, you may refer
Oh, we,
to
And-
we
it
have
as
our
that.
bargain?
And the snowflake.
And the snowflake. We will throw in the snowflake.
Mhm.
At no additional charge.
Agreed.
Very well. Then I will agree to it.
Then come close. Look into the cauldron.
I will. look
I
into
will
the
tell you
cauldron.
a grim fairy's tale.
Excellent. I could add another one to my repertoire.
As Keel speaks, the liquid in the cauldron rises up to display the scenes that she is describing. Lyneth had a dark legacy unknown to her. She carried the black blood from a distant ancestor. Lycanthropy surged within her at the most recent full moon, allowing Calth to possess her. Calth killed Lyneth's fellow druids and polluted the eye and the mist with their blood, and used the corrupted moonwell to summon the Howling Disease from the Shadowfell. Lyneth's spirit still survives. Calth needs her to maintain his control over the eye and the mist, so he has banished her spirits into the mists of the corrupted moonwell.
Seems not good.
To free her spirit, you must enter the moonwell and rescue her spirit. I believe that Lyneth's spirit will attempt to assist you in your efforts within the moonwell, so look for clues and aid. Freeing Lyneth's moon spirit should brace Cal's hold on the Moonwell, ending the threat of the Howling Disease to the Fae of the Tarthwood. It may help the folk of Moray some, but what's that to me?
Thank you. Thank you for such a wonderful story.
To get to the Moonwell, Snicklet will give you a quickling draught. This will give you the speed of a quickling for 1 round. This will enable you to get past Kauth and into the Moonwell. The druids have enchanted their grove to prevent fire from working inside its borders. The shadow of the beast has twisted that, and only fire can part the mists that hide Cloneth inside the Moonwell. To get around this, take this. And she hands you a torch, lit from the flames underneath their cauldron. This is a hag flame torch. It will provide light as a normal torch in the grove and inside the Moonwell. However, the hag flame torch will serve 3 tasks before its magic fades.
Okay,
Is it
so
green?
I'm not in charge of
green.
tracking that. Numbers are
Okay.
bad.
I like green fire. Okay.
Yeah, that is nice. Oh gosh.
So, Snicklet,
Yes, yes, my lady.
give them each a quickling draught.
Sure thing. Oh, you're on it.
And he runs over, grabs a whole bunch of empty vials.
6 quick drops coming up. Here you go.
Here you go. And he gives each of you except for Amer. And he looks at Amer. It's that one, and hands it to you.
And
I think
Amer
you got
just
the special
smiles.
one.
Amer just smiles extra cheerfully. Thank you. You have been such a hospitable host.
I'll show you how to get there. Whenever you're ready to go. We'll take the shortcut.
Oh, Michelle, did you want to?
Before we go, I was just wondering if you maybe had something, and I look around as well to see something, perhaps small and tiny, or small and made of silver. I would like to hold this little gift that you have given us, and then once it's gone, I would like a memento. Do you have anything like
A gift? A gift for a gift? What would you offer?
that? Oh, I will quickly. I have a traveler's. My bag is a traveler's bag, and I have in that bag a hood with a cloak with a hood. I'm gonna quickly draw the face of the hag that I see, but I'm going to make it like I'm gonna embellish it just a little
Nice.
bit, and give it and say, here, it's a gift that I made with my own hands, and feel free to do with it what you will, but I think that it would suit you.
You have made this
Yes,
with your own hands?
yes.
They say a little bit, artist puts a little bit of themselves into each of their creation. I accept your gift.
I'm gonna look at the party like, did I
And
just
she pulls out. You wanted a
Amer has like a face of you just did something awful for yourself.
You did the
Just
thing that I
screwed up.
expressly told you not to do.
Coin Maker was like, wow, that is totally great. I love what you've done there. All right.
And she pulls out you want a silver locket?
Yes.
She pulls out a silver locket. I took this from a man who wanted to find his wife after she had lost him. He found her in death. You may have it now. and gives it to you.
I'm gonna look at the party and take it and stuff it in my wrap it around my neck and stuff it in my shirt. I'm just like, I know you're worried. Don't worry. Don't worry.
Inside, there's two little profile pictures drawn, like where they do the silhouette of a couple that are looking towards each other.
Aw.
I'm definitely gonna keep it handy. I know y'all are worried. Michelle says, trust me. Trust me.
Definitely not gonna have repercussions later.
No.
So you're ready to go? Time's wasting.
Why don't you all go, and I will just bid our wonderful host farewell.
We gotta go.
And Amer's gonna just wait for like a few seconds just for everyone to get out of the hearing distance, and Amer will turn into the kind of wintry, kind of white hairs, Eladrin form. The coat turns blue. I have one thing to say before we leave.
Draws back from you.
Should anything happen to Michelle, know that I will make sure that children forever will come to your outside of your homestead, praising your name, and you will never ever be known for wickedness in your entirety.
You'll be the nice grandma in the forest.
Forever, and I will ensure it. Songs of your name will carry throughout the Moonshaes as the nicest, kindest lady of the woods. Do I make myself clear?
Be careful, Emma. That form becomes you. It would be a shame if you could never become anything else.
Yes, I know. It's become more frequent. And then kind of turns back into like a autumny kind of a appearance again. Again, Boughs, thank you for your hospitality and for your wisdom. And then just walks out nonchalantly.
All right, we ready to go? Come
Yes,
on.
we are.
Yes.
We got a moonwell to save.
Yes, we do.
And Snicklet grabs Michelle's hand and is starting to drag her as much as he can, but because he's tiny and she's small, he's like, his little legs are like, making no progress at all, and dragging you towards the moonwell until you're ready to go.
Yep, we are ready to go.
Ready to
We
go.
have to
Alrighty.
drink these.
As Michelle is being dragged, she's wrapping the locket around her mace quite tightly. A gift for a gift. Don't you think I can give this to someone? We'll see.
I hope you give it to all of them. Right in the kisser.
And then
So the Moonwell's Grove is an ovoid ring of oak trees. Inside that circle are 8 trilithons, stone circles, structures with 2 vertical stones topped with a single horizontal one. At the center of it all is the Eye of the Mist, a 20-foot wide pool which boils with fog. A pungent sulfuric smell emanates from it. Standing next to the Moonwell is a misshapen human woman. Her mouth is distended and full of teeth. Her hands are like claws, and she walks hunched over like she's wearing clothes too small. Around her are 4 werewolves, dropping what's obviously human bones into the Moonwell.
All right, they haven't seen us yet. But you're gonna get a beat versus speed like a quickling when you drink that drown. And you gotta do this right. You're gonna run for that moonwell as fast as you can without engaging Calth and all those werewolves, or it'll go really bad for you. But when you go by, I want to hear some snark. I want to hear some nasty things. I want to hear some insults. You gotta do this. It's the quickling way. I'll be watching and judging. Now go. Make me proud. You ready?
Yes. Insult them on your way in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's part of it's the quickling way. And Amer's gonna be the first one to take it this time instead.
Whoop. Going down the hatch.
Oh, yeah.
As soon as you drink this quickly draught, you feel your heart racing in your chest. This can't be healthy. And you start running for the moonwell. The stone and trees and stones all become a blur, and you can barely make out the look of surprise on Cal's face before you plunge into the mist of the moonwell. What zinger do you have for me?
All bark, no bite makes this beast a non-delight.
And you can see Cal. Although as you get close, you think he's wearing the body of Plineth. Like some sort of grotesque robe.
That's lovely. Absolutely lovely.
Who's next?
I drink the thing slowly, like a cat. Yeah, go ahead, Lufina, you go.
Go on, coin maker.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll like take mine and like a sip from my wineskin. Better now than never. And I'll zoom in.
Okay. And your zinger?
So tried and true. Missed me. But you're never gonna kiss me.
In she goes. Poof. Coin maker.
Yep, I slowly lick the thing like a cat, and then I zoom in there. I take out my coin pouches and go and look at these wolves and says,
Merry Christmas.
"Do you know how dog catchers get paid? By the pound." And then I
Inspiration if you don't have it.
Oh, that was good. That was good.
And in coin maker goes. Who's next? Mr. Michelle.
I was supposed to follow that.
I know.
No. Shout Rudy Doody Fresh and Fruity and Cannonball in.
I get it. Oh no. She's gonna run in screaming, you know. Your mother was a hamster and your father smelled of elderberries. You gotta go with the classic.
Always go with the classic. And
good class.
This disappears down into the moonwell. That leaves you, Michelle. Have you a zinger for us?
I'm so bad at these. It's probably going to be more like a dad joke.
I love
Yes.
dad jokes.
Please.
I love that.
Please.
Entice us.
Oh, it's going to be so bad. Okay.
That makes it better.
It's so much better when it's bad.
So Michelle pulls out her pocket watch and says, "I'm afraid that maybe my days are numbered." And she's gonna jump in.
Oh.
I'm so sorry.
It's a good
I
try.
want XP for that one.
You said the pocket watch. I was waiting for. I'm sorry, but you look like you're out of time.
Oh no, I'm all wound up. Gotta go.
That's a good one.
Now all the jokes are here.
done.
Dad jokes for the rest
Down,
of the day.
down
Alright.
through the mist you plunge. The vertigo from the fall into the moonwell stops, and the light of your torch, the hag flame torch, pushes back the fog, allowing you to see 20 feet. Beyond that, it's impenetrable fog in all directions. The ground is chalky with tufts of grass. Nearby are a set of 4 large stones set together to create a small covered space, with 3 stones being the walls and the last line flat to make a roof. Those who are from the Moonshaes would recognize this as a dolmen. You can make a path that leads from the stones, from the dolmen, off into the mist. As you are somewhere else inside the moonwell.
We have our light. It's green.
You have that one green torch. Any other, all the rest of any open flames you have are extinguished. And if you have light spells, those function normally.
Okay.
And Mist, you would notice that you are in you believe you're in a plane.
All right. I was gonna say, how does everyone else's is expired, but how does my super dark vision work in here? Still great?
It works great. It's kind of dim light everywhere.
Yeah.
But the
I like it.
fog
I'm down.
blocks your dark vision. Because it's literally like, and as you move around with the torch, the fog fills in behind you. So it's always a 20-foot radius about you.
Okay.
And the only features you can see of the place of this chalky ground with little tufts of grass here and there is that dolmen made out of white stones with a path leading out from it off into the mist.
Well, should we just should we shout Bernadette, or are we being quiet about it, or how are they gonna know we're in here?
Let's be
maybe quiet.
They said she'd help,
true.
but what if they lied?
Then we'd be
She
quiet.
doesn't sound like a liar.
You're right. She was very nice.
She's too nice
don't
to be
know.
a liar.
Yeah, she was too nice to be a liar. You're right. You're right. So we should shout then. She's gonna help us.
I think that's the
Yeah.
plan.
Okay.
I
I'll
don't
let
know
you do
how
it,
I feel
Miss.
about shouting, but
Into the void. I do it all the time. It's great.
nothing could go
Do it,
wrong.
miss.
Of course.
Oh boy.
Do you
Oh.
wish to shout?
Oh.
No.
Yes. I lean back and I shout very loudly. Leia!
There's no response. And because of all the fog, it kind of feels like there's a dampener. Like all of us are sitting with Paul in his sound dampening chamber that he is currently in.
I see.
It has a. So you don't think the shout went very far.
And I don't hear it echo back. Does
That would
anybody
imply
have
it
that,
would hit something and would bounce back to you.
Yeah, went to magic-y school spell that makes you loud.
No.
Okay, well, I guess we're just gonna be quiet.
Well, Lena, she couldn't
can
be
do
too
this.
far.
Well, did they tell you how big this place was?
Is there a path that I can try to track or follow?
Yes, there is a path, an actual worn path through the tufts of grass that leads from that from the open side of the dolmen off into the mist.
I guess we should follow this.
And that was my impression.
Yeah. I feel confident about my skills right now that I'm not gonna roll. I'm just gonna move forward and hope for the best. And that we.
Lufino will stay closely behind you.
Oh, all right. You know, I saw you looking at my dice a while ago. Do you play dice?
I do actually. I'm quite good. You might not wanna. The luck is with me. So you.
I don't know about that, but probably once we find the Grand Druid, there's this bar with Sandra, is the barkeep. We can
get back
play
to
there.
town. We'll go a couple of rounds and I'll show you
All right.
who's got luck on their side.
All right, sure thing. Bring a lot of coins.
Amar's gonna
That's
lean
right.
over to Michelle. Would you know anything about this or a way to locate our missing Arch Druid?
DM, would she, or would she be able to call out to Aaron or anything along those lines to maybe get some guidance? She's not a cleric or anything. She's just a barbarian.
Go ahead and make me a religion check.
Okay. I can do that.
Yeah, religion.
Yeah.
I want to give you guidance.
Oh, cool. Is that a D4 or D6?
Four, yeah.
I need it. I have inspiration, DM. So I'd like to, before you say anything else, roll twice, and then one of those rolls, can you add the D4 to? Is that okay?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome.
And then she's out of inspiration, so somebody needs to buy her a new one. No, you gotta upsell for charity.
Okay,
Yeah, that's
true.
the right
That's
way. That's the right way.
That's
so I got
the right
a
way.
13 plus a 1, so 14.
Okay. Michelle, having spent some time with the druids, knows that a dolmen are used as symbolic burial cairns. And also that druids will often leave leave carvings on dolmens as a form of druidic, if you can speak druidic, to leave messages for one another.
I shared that with the party.
Okay.
Oh, so we should look
And
for.
so it might behoove you to inspect the burial cairn closer.
Yeah,
Yeah. Then
make a round of it.
Yeah. So Aimer will start kind of combing through and seeing if there's any kind of inscription. Maybe try to decipher it.
All right. On the inside of the dolmen, forcing you to kind of go down on your hands and knees and look up on the inside of the stone, that is the roof, you find a set of hieroglyphs. Graham, would you be so kind as to share with us what those glyphs look like? If not, I can pull them up. All right. Are they on the screen? Ooh, okay, I will share. Once I get my mouse to respond.
Thank you, Rampant Lioness. I totally needed that inspiration. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
The ever-growing battle of on all of my screens. Where did my mouse go?
I wiggle
I
mine
have kept
until
mine
I
in my hand the entire time.
Well, I mean, yes, but
I
where is my cursor?
I'm getting a confused look again on my face. Conversation.
Alrighty.
Where's
So,
Julian and the
The
character
hieroglyphs
start?
are in our super secret Discord channel.
Oh,
Ooh.
yep.
Ooh.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Are any of you in any chance fluent
Well, I
in
saw
Druidic?
this printed out the other day, but I didn't listen to that person.
Aimer's not.
No.
All right.
I don't know
You
any
have a way of
Druidic.
comprehending languages, perhaps with a spell that would comprehend languages.
That's a rock, though. I know that for
I can produce good berries.
sure.
I do not have anything for comprehending languages, unfortunately.
Can we
okay.
try to
I thought about it.
Can we investigate and try to piece together the information that
Does it
we
look
can-
religious in nature?
You get a make me an intuition or an insight check.
I can do that. 24.
You think there are
Wow.
a series of instructions that they were left for you by Flaneth as a clue.
So we should be able to perceive their true meaning.
Got it. Directions.
I just stare at this until
Well,
like
there's
the
a
clue pops
mountain.
up.
There's a mountain. There's some steps.
A maze? And
Perhaps
a ring of
something.
fire?
Fire. And I'm assuming the mist is what's
That's
the
gotta
last
be,
image.
fog, mist, yeah.
The way it's structured, it looks like that each glyph would be a test that you would have to overcome.
Well, let's go
Ooh.
climb a mountain. That's definitely a mountain.
Are these the elements? Is this fire, water?
Yes, we need to pass these tests to become the avatar.
Only the Avatar.
Oh no,
Yeah,
the Fire
oh,
Nation
this is
was
it.
back.
When we go to the mountain and fight. All right.
All right.
Oh, sorry, it slipped out. I know it's not canonical.
Okay. Surely that's in, some of the history books
Mm-hmm.
here and
You get the power of all the Moonshae
Well, there was
Isles.
Karsus's. There was Karsus's avatar after all. Anyways,
All right.
right then, if these are
So-
tests, then we should try to complete them.
So maybe if we follow the path, if we come across maybe one of these tests.
if we come across stairs, we go up them. That person is clearly ascending. No downstairs.
I think. I don't know. Directional is hard because it's just a
Yeah.
triangle.
Is that person trying to leave the mountain or
The flat side of the triangle is the leading side.
Okay, so it's walking up
okay.
the stairs.
So
Yeah,
it'd
it's
be
wearing
like
a cape.
It is like a druid's vestments.
Yeah.
Mm.
Mm-hmm. So
Oh,
one
And
so
the
they-
first rock reminds you of, on the far left, reminds you of the shape of the dolmen.
They came
So
down.
the
Okay.
dolmen,
Oh, so leave the dolmen. That looks like
follow the
like
paths,
Hmm.
And we go up.
climb up, and complete the tasks for fire and the mists.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Let's go look and see if we can find.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Try that. Sounds logical to me.
That made sense.
Yes.
Let's go.
Following
Pick
the
a
path.
path and go.
Alrighty. You follow the path and enter the mists.
Yes. Where surely we will not get lost.
After a while, your path, and I'm going to need to do this differently. My apologies, pulling something up. You will come to a fork in the path. There is a sign at the fork. There is a signpost with two signs on it. One pointing left down the left path is labeled left. One pointing down the right path is labeled right. And let me
Well,
see if I can
so-
grab the actual. There we go.
Do we stick with the always go left strategy, or do we try to go against the grain and go right?
I like
Um,
this, the acquaintance of rule of left. I feel.
That's classic dungeon crawl. Always go left.
Yeah.
And incoming artwork for you.
Oh.
I was gonna say if we had a picture of the.
Oh, it literally says left and
Left
right.
and right.
It really does.
Or do we want to just have a vote? Democracy here. All in favor of left?
I'm fine with left.
Okay. It's always
Alright,
fun when you go left. All right.
Worst case,
Alright.
it's the one with the fire.
Yeah. Oh
Alrighty.
no.
You go down the left path, and then you come to a second crossroads. At this one, the path divides into 6 options. There's another signpost here with arrows to each of the paths. The 6 signs are labeled what, when, where, which, who, why.
Those are very good questions.
And uploaded
Oh.
that picture for you.
Oh goodness.
Okay, well we've started out going left, so we can't change our decision now.
Aimer's gonna take the who path.
What?
Not even hesitating, just to go
I
straight
mean-
for the who.
That makes sense. We're looking for somebody. So
That's not Aimer's point.
that's the conclusion that Lufina has drawn.
Yep.
So she's
No,
following
no,
that.
the logic. I see.
But we want to know where that person is, right?
I want to know what that
Well-
person is because they said she might be a were person.
Uh-oh. I applied
That seems
logic
like
to
an
something
important first question.
The problem is I have applied logic to something that didn't need logic applied to it. Now everyone's
Wait.
applying that same logic and coming to different
Right.
conclusions.
They said she might
Amer's
be
already gone.
aware person.
Oh! Oh! Amer,
Right?
I think Mist has a point.
But why is she a were person?
No, but the important thing is that she's a were person.
Where is the where?
Where is the were person?
Oh, okay. Just getting curious now. Looking at the why. So where do we
my
go?
friends?
What do we?
Amer kind of turns around partway through the path of the Who path. Yes, Amer, Kincaid is a were person, has been afflicted with lycanthropy. However, if I were to assume anything, the Archdruid is always true to themselves, and that is why I'm taking this path.
Okay.
Can't let you go alone.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll go with you then.
Yep.
We'll go with you. This is your pick.
Where are we going?
We're going down Who.
Ooh.
Who?
We're going to Whoville.
All right. You come to another crossroads with another signpost. The 5 signs are labeled. Hen. When. Sorry, a hen, ewe, mare, doe, sow.
Sheep.
Oh boy.
Sheep.
Sheep.
Oh, wait a second. Wait a second.
What?
What? Oh, I think I'm either jumping to a conclusion or there are, what if we have to choose something that's dissimilar?
Well,
What do you mean?
what do you mean? Because on the last,
Which would have
So-
been the one that's out of place?
what's the one that's not out of place? What's the one that doesn't? Because hen, mare, doe, sow, aren't those female animals? I don't know what a ewe is, so
a ewe is a female sheep.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind.
Almost.
Ball
But
that
it's a
up.
sheepy.
Almost.
We're just ball that theory up and throw it away.
Wait, didn't we say something about a sow? Oh, a sow is a female animal. That's right. Okay. I was thinking
Pig.
something else.
Yeah, it's a pig. That's a female chicken, sheep, horse, deer, pig.
I
But,
lean on the sheep.
Sheep. He had sheep. It's a sign.
Well,
Well,
also,
there's
if you think about it, though, Kincaid was also technically a sheep, a wolf in sheep's clothing.
Mm.
Oh.
Oh, mind blown. Okay.
So,
Okay, so I think we're
Michelle,
agreed on
did you want to
sheep
say
then.
something?
sheep. So you, right?
Do we
Okay.
know if Lennis has a particular affinity for any of these animals? Is she associated with any of
No.
these animals?
We don't know her
Knowledge.
actually.
So the
My
ewe
only
path?
my only other thing is that a hen walks on 2 legs, and all these other creatures walk on 4. That's all else I got. That's the only other thing I got.
The fair
But
assessment.
I like the sheep thing better.
Yeah. Sheep.
Alrighty, ewe it is.
All right.
This crossroad has 4 paths. The
Oh.
signs are labeled seed, need, feed, bleed.
Feed? Do we need to feed the thing we just got?
Seed,
Oh,
Need.
seed.
feed, bleed.
I'm thinking bleed or seed.
That's kind of the one that sticks out to me as well.
I don't know. I want to go with need because we need answers.
But you can also say that we're bleeding for answers, right?
I mean,
Bleeding
not
for
yet. I mean, we could
we're
be.
bleeding for answers. We're also bleeding for time, and
Yeah.
and also
It
inadvertently.
has 5 letters, so it's kind of
Okay, no, that makes sense. Let's do that one then.
Which one?
Bleed.
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 Lead.
All right, and then to the next
All right.
place.
There is indeed a next one. Yet
Oh,
another
dang
division of
it.
the path. And this is labeled 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh my
Oh,
Toymaker starts pulling his fur. Like,
Okay, well, is 1 better or 5 better? We just gotta start on an end of the spectrum here.
well, there's 5 of us.
There's 5 of
Mhm.
us.
there is 5 of us.
Right?
Okay. That's...
Going down
We're
to
the
5.
feathers of the
Well,
All
chariot.
right, let's do it.
Wait.
Again, a crossroads.
we're not
This
gonna
only
get
has
out of
3
this place.
paths. The signs are labeled bee, hornet, wasp.
The bee's the only one not trying to kill me.
Unless you're allergic. My cousin's allergic to bees.
Yeah, but
I
then
like
the bee
bees.
dies. Hornets are just like, they belong down in what's the cold one where they would die? Stygia?
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
Hmm.
where they belong.
I don't know.
They're all murder hornets.
I will probably. I actually wouldn't know.
I feel like maybe bee, because like hornet and wasp are they're like mean. They're like super mean.
Yeah, they're like aggressive. The bee ones.
Bees are like they're only mean if you're mean to them. Right?
Okay.
I'm not the
If you
druid,
accidentally
but
step on
that's- Yeah.
So bee path?
Bee.
Yep. Bee.
Bee.
All right. Heading down the bee path, a howling wind rushes towards you. The wind claws at your clothes and bites exposed skins, and you're forced to shield your eyes from the blast. It quickly passes, but you find yourself back at the old dolmen where you first entered this land.
Well,
All of you take 5 points of cold damage.
Ooh, Eric,
Ah.
I see what you're doing.
What am I doing?
I'll tell you
Save
after.
us. Save us from this puzzle. The
I'll
fiend.
tell you later.
all right. Everyone I gave aid to earlier. Put that on their sheet, right?
Mhm.
Okay.
So
Mm.
I'm not gonna speak anymore.
You wish to go down the path again.
Yeah, we have
Yeah.
to go to the
We gotta.
maze.
Yeah, we gotta.
Again. Let's do it again.
You think you're in the maze.
Okay, well, let's go down the path again then. Yeah.
When you get to the first one, you notice that there's the left and right, the sign had left and right. The left is missing.
Oh, well, then we go right.
There's only one path,
Mhm.
labeled right.
All right,
right.
so right.
Go right. Mhm.
When you go down to the second little crossroads, who is missing?
That's what we chose last time.
Okay. So removing things that we already chose.
Well, since you
Uh,
suggested where last time.
Well, wait. But like when you
Wait,
think
wait.
about this, if we think back to things that may be dissimilar, because I'm not
Which
quite
is the one?
ready to get rid of that theory. Which is the one that doesn't fit? Because if you think of who, what,
Why?
where, when, why,
Which?
which is not part of that.
It's only because people. leave
Which
it
is
out.
why they're a werewolf, right?
Maybe.
I'm still stuck on werewolf.
I will follow the thought of maybe which is
Okay.
Okay.
Let's go. I think we just
Which?
need to choose right now.
Yeah.
You come to the
Wait.
third path, and the U sign is still there.
Hen,
So
right?
you.
The hen.
Wait, no.
You was
You was
right.
right. You was
You was
right.
right.
He was right.
Right? Something
was right.
you.
Mhm.
Oh, okay. All right.
Okay, so you was right. Okay, cool.
We follow that path again.
You follow that path, and the bleed sign is missing.
Okay.
Well, then need is the other one that we thought stood out. Because feed and seed are the same thing, basically.
Let's go with need.
You're going with need?
Huh?
Number, the fifth one. Is that right?
Yeah, we chose 5.
The 5 is missing.
Do we just start counting down?
Or do we choose the 1?
I mean, yeah, that makes sense too. There can
Either
only
way,
be one. There can only be one.
1?
Yeah.
Might as well. I mean,
All right, head down the 1 path.
There's no good reason for guessing any of them.
The when you get to the last one, the B sign is still there.
Okay, so
Okay.
right
We take B.
something.
So we picked B.
Yeah,
You
so
go down
right.
the B line.
Yeah.
So
All
we
right,
got
go down
right.
the B path. Again, that wind. Everyone take 5 points of cold damage, and you're back at the
Stop.
dolmen.
Okay, so we have to do everything right, it sounds.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So we have right, and then we don't have the second one, and then U, and then we don't have the fourth one, and then B.
You do have the 4th one.
Right.
It was need.
Well,
It was need.
Oh,
it
I
was
skipped that.
need. Okay. Wait.
So it's the 5th one, probably.
Oh, we don't have the 5th one. I knew
Yep.
I knew.
My
Okay.
bad, I misspoke. It was the 6th one you have. B.
B.
B. Oh, okay.
Misspoke. My apologies.
Okay. All right. Well, let's go through it again. We don't have much
Mhm.
time to waste.
All right,
Okay.
go down the first one. Right is there. You continue down the right.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And which are both missing.
Okay,
Okay,
so
we're
it
going
wasn't
with
when.
where then?
Where?
All right, yeah.
All right. You go to the next one. The U sign is there. You want to
Okay.
do the U one again?
Yes.
All right. When you get to the 4th one, the need sign is there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, let's go there.
Sweet.
And when you get to the 5th one, 5 and 1 are missing.
Okay.
This better not be a math problem.
2 or 4.
Well, let's think about this for a minute.
Yeah,
Okay,
so it's
it's
just guessing is not working for us, apparently.
We'll be weathered by the cold at that point.
I think I have it. The whole thing. Now that I've written it down. Right
Let's hear it.
blank you need to be. Right where?
Oh my
You
god!
Oh.
Right where you need to be.
B.
Oh!
And you
Right
solve
where
the
it needs
puzzle.
to be.
Oh,
Missed.
Jeopardy! Or wait,
Yeah.
Fortune.
Oh my god, Miss, you're amazing! Oh, I can squeeze
That
you.
was so good.
Writing things down is helpful, I found. Especially when I report back to Mistra. I don't remember it all, so.
That was great.
You leave the crossroads maze and come out to the fog lightens. You can barely make out the shape of a large
there's more
hill through the
things.
mist. The sides are steeply sloped with parts being exposed white cliffs. The path circles around the hill, climbing up to its summit.
Well, we do have to
We
climb.
gotta climb.
Mhm. You gotta
You
climb.
halfway up the hill, the parting fog reveals a feral and savage humanoid who bars your way. She has the head of a boar, complete with long, sharp tusks in her, and in her hand she carries a heavy maw made for bashing heads.
We got a boar spear.
The boar woman snorts angrily and charges at you.
We got a boar spear.
Are you
Yo,
boar
whoa.
spearing?
Boar spearing.
All right, make
Yeah.
your attack with advantage.
Attack with advantage. Where is? Oh, here we go. 15.
You strike it right through the chest of as it charges at you, and slaying the beast. And as it slowly passes away, it changes back from a boar to a middle-aged woman clad in tarred leather strips. Her gray streaked black hair is unbound and tangled with sticks and mud. You recognize her as the warped woman possessed by Calf from the Moonwell.
Oh. I'd never seen a boar turn into a person. I didn't know that was a thing you could do.
The curse of the Beast Lord is
Oh.
varies, apparently.
Realizing that time is short, you continue your ascent up the mountain.
Spare the dying.
Beneath a moonless night sky, the wide, flat summit of the hill rises above the mist, making it feel like you're on an island in a sea of fog. 8 unlit bonfires stand in a circle around a smooth circular stone set in the ground at the center of the hill. A few gooseberry bushes grow around the stone.
Mm.
And,
We don't eat it.
Can you put us on the summit, Graham?
We are there.
And let's see if y'all and is that over in roll 20 right now?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
There's bushes and a circle.
Yeah.
No, I have to get to roll 20. Where am I?
Oh.
6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
There we are. Hey, it says all these players are here. Isn't that funky? All right, so the crossbars are the unlit bonfires, and there is a circle in the center, which has 3 creatures in it. One is a pack of wolves, the other is a unicorn, and the third is a giant whale.
What the?
What?
Can't drop the F-bomb there. PG-13.
You feel a sense of peace when you stand on that central stone of peace and safety.
Okay, so it's a carving. It's not the actual physical.
It's a big
creatures?
rock set into the ground.
So they're not the actual
Okay.
animals.
Yeah, that's
they're
what I
just
thought
carvings
too.
of the animals in the rock.
Okay.
Oh, that makes
Ooh.
so much more
Okay.
sense. Is this the one we're supposed to be surrounded by fire?
It looks like it because
It
there
seems to be.
there are
Okay.
8 flames that were on that piece of rock.
Oh, were there?
Yeah,
Yes.
and there's 8 bonfires.
Yeah, 6 and 8. Yep, there are. Who has fire?
Well, do we need to use the hag flame?
Yeah, we have the.
Oh
green
yeah,
hag
let's try
spray.
that.
If you try to make fire, you will find it does not light inside of Moonwell.
Well, we have fire.
You have a special fire.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Like
Hag
if we use
fire.
the
Use the
ha-
fire.
hag flame. Who's holding the hag flame? I think it's a mirror. Are you?
Yeah.
You?
I have it.
Oh.
We can try to
Hag
light the
torch.
bonfires with it.
Yeah. So Aimer is going to start. Before actually lighting one, though, Aimer is going to just pull out the talisman out again, hold on to it, and kind of see if there's any kind of feeling before making that kind of before lighting the pyres.
None.
Okay.
Although he
Emo-
senses that is actually no correction. You sense that these on the right track.
Okay. Then Aimer will start lighting the pyres.
All right. Which one would you like to light first? And Graham,
We'll
do we have
light.
any way to mark which ones they light? Go ahead and mark the one you're lighting.
I'll light this one right up here, that I pinged.
Mhm.
So that'll be the first one I light.
It explodes into flame, and as it does so, a giant hand made completely out of mist rises up out of the fog beneath you and is going to reach down and try to put out your flames. For the ease, we're going to do this old school initiative style with you all winning initiative and me losing.
Okay.
And we'll go in rounds like that. So, on your turn, we'll go ahead and start with actually, can you go ahead and roll initiative inside of roll 20?
Sure.
And we'll just go through that.
Yeah.
Okay, I got 18.
I forgot to click my token before I rolled.
Yeah, click on your tokens first.
Oh, I forgot about that too.
Right, Graham's fixing it.
Okay.
Graham has us.
So good to have a.
Everyone needs a Graham.
Oh, DM. I'd think somebody just do all the roll 20 bits. That's the part I don't like.
We'll go back and make up stories, and things will happen on the board.
Yeah.
I think I did that right.
There we go.
That's a lot of tentacles.
It's more like a big claw.
Yeah. Of mist and of mist.
All right.
Okay.
All right. So I.
Sarah, are you still working on your catalyst?
Okay, there it goes. Now it
somebody
resorted.
didn't.
And I will just go at the end. As this happens, the fog appears, wind blows, whoosh, and anyone who is on the hilltop, not on that stone, will take 5 points of damage
Well,
at the end of their turn. It'll be cold damage, by the way.
no.
We shall start with Michelle, and Aimer has the torch right now.
How many cold damage have we taken in total so far? Did we go back through that 3 times?
10.
10.
Because you figured it out on the third path.
Yeah.
Oh,
Which
good.
is pretty good, by the way. Had one group that's done it in 2.
Oof.
Okay. Michelle would like to rage, and she is the path of the ancestral guardian. So when she rages, her there's these little things that appear around her. They are unicorns, and on top of the unicorns are little forest gnomes, angrily wielding vegetables.
Oh my God, I love them so much.
Ffolk love turnip.
And she is going to pull out her mace. Tell me again, what is the squiggly part? That's the wind. Oh, okay, tentacles.
Do you wish to attack the claw?
Yeah.
I think that's the
to
hand.
speed this along, it is a spell effect, and it cannot be damaged by weapons or spell attacks.
Well, crap.
And that just, as Michelle runs forward and swings at it with her mace, and nothing happens.
Okay. She does still want to attack to hold on to the rage, but nothing happens. Got it.
At the end of your turn, take 5 points of cold damage. Next person is Aimer.
Aimer. Okay. Yeah, Aimer's definitely going to do that.
the other ones.
Like the other ones, like the other ones.
Yeah, Aimer is going to spend their turn running to, definitely running to the next one, and is just going to start marathoning this and start lighting the next pyre and spending.
No,
their
go
action.
to our side.
How much further can
where
you
we're
run
at.
from there?
Where
Go to
where
our
you're
side.
at? Oh,
No, go down, go
Clockwise.
Go down. Can you get to the next one as well?
That was what, 15 feet? Yeah, I think I can. Oh, let me see.
Okay,
here.
then I can get to you there. It's fine.
Yeah, I
Okay,
can get there.
okay.
I can still get there.
Graham, would you do me a favor and toss on a token for where the green, the torch is, so that we know that Aimer has it, because I have a feeling it's going to get passed around a lot.
Take it.
All right, next person is Mist, the most devout.
All right. Yep. Shoot.
If you're off by 5 feet, just round.
Yeah.
Move yourself there.
Gonna grab it. So now it's one closer to whoever needs it next.
Mm-hmm.
It is an action to light a bonfire.
Yeah. Well.
Oh.
I can grab it.
Well, Aimer's just gonna toss it to you as you get close enough.
Yep. And then I'm assuming it wasn't an action to grab it and move, so then I've dashed as my actual action.
Interact with an object to grab the torch.
Yeah. All right, so I've dashed then.
All right.
I've got a
Huskarl,
torch down here. Can't grab it.
Lufia.
Oh, I can't make it to anybody, I don't think. And even if I wanted to cast anything, all of my spells are touch spells.
If you do not want to take, Mist, take 5 points of cold damage at the end of your turn.
Yes.
As soon as you enter onto that stone area, Lufina, the wind for you dies down, and you do not take any damage if you end your turn on that square.
Okay.
And you notice that the around those bushes are just covered in good berries.
Okay.
There's dozens of them.
Cool.
Oh, I should have bonus action.
Oh crap!
Anything
I can't do
else?
anything. I gotta just end it there. Because
All right. Next
you know
person,
what?
Coinmaker.
I guess I just go over the statues. I use my what is that? My ability, my feline agility, so I can double my speed. I can get there and then use my action to light this pyre.
All right. And that fire will go in. I'm just going ahead and grab this one from up here. So this one's on fire because on its turn, the hand of Kalth puts out that fire.
Oh no.
And it moves there on its turn as it starts circling circling the hill. Michelle.
Oh, we need a better system.
Okay. Michelle is going to go up to the tentacle thing and try to grapple it, to hold it. Is that possible?
It is a spell effect. You just go right through it like fog.
Crap, I thought it would only work on an attack. Okay, well, that's what I said I was doing, so.
The hint was, as you think about it, the hint was given to you in the instructions of the druid surrounded by fires.
Okay, well, that's what I said I was gonna do, so I'm gonna stick with that and just be very disappointed.
Oh, Michelle goes right through. As but you do notice that the thing, this hand, can only seem to move from one fire to the next closest fire.
That's not helpful.
So it's kind of moving around like a clock.
Can I use a free action to yell before my turn is over?
Oh heavens, yes.
Just keep lighting the fires, guys. Just keep lighting them. They may not all need to stay lit. I don't know.
No. Great plan.
All right, next one is Aimer.
Oh, okay. This is gonna be a tough one. I think. Okay, so if based on what we just observed and our slight revelation, let me see. I just want to know. Okay.
I think you need to dash across to the opposite side.
Yeah, I just need to see how far I can make it.
It is.
I don't have the torch now.
Move 30. You can get to the other. Essentially, it's a move from the center to a bonfire, and it's a move from one bonfire to the next. Just to.
Right.
We'll round all the distances.
Okay.
So I'll be able to take it to the next bonfire and light it and then move to the next bonfire with it. So then it'll be there. So I think you need to go to the top.
I do. I would need to take the but we only have one torch.
Yes.
Right. So whoever's standing next to me now is going to run to the bonfire the second bonfire after where we're at. And they're going to light that one.
Yeah, that can be Lufina, and then.
No, that's whoever's.
Oh, Coinmaker is standing right there.
Coinmaker. Coinmaker's gonna do that.
Oh.
Yeah,
and then
I'm not.
Lafina, and then they can move a little bit further, I think, and then Lafina can grab the torch there, and then bring it up to you at this one.
So yeah, we need to bring it up to this one right here. So. Okay.
We can get all
You know what? Okay, so what I can do, you know what I'll do? I'm gonna get the torch from you now and then I can get the torch from you now, and I'm gonna face step well. Okay, so would it be better then that I just start heading over to the other pyre then, or?
Because right now, if I take it. Then I go light this one, and then I run on to here and just stand here awkwardly with it. Coinmaker can come here and light this one with his action and move it up here or close to here, where Lufina can light this one and then should be able to make it the rest of the way to you. So when you start your turn, you light this one and move.
Yeah, the claw puts out one fire, but we can technically put on like 5 fires.
Okay,
Around.
so I need to actually be back up here then.
Yep.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
So in that case, all right. So, Aimer will then start heading that way. Let me just see how far is that. Okay. So yeah, Aimer's just gonna dash all the way over.
Everybody
to the other
has a
side
potion of cold resist.
then. One person
One
does.
person.
Yeah.
One.
Not help.
Okay.
I'm
All
still
right.
good for right now. So I'll end my turn there.
Aimer, take 5 points of cold. Missed.
Yep.
All right, I'm gonna do what I said. I'm gonna come over here, light this one, and then run on up here and stand here awkwardly.
Alrighty. At the end of your turn, take 5. Lufina.
Bonus action. I'm gonna healing
bonus
word
action.
myself.
What?
Healing word.
Healing word.
Lufina.
Oh. Healing word for 10.
What are you? How are you looking right now? Missed.
Oh
shoot,
having
that's
just
an
gained 5.
Never mind.
So-
I'm sorry. That's an action, so I'm gonna prioritize moving with the.
Torch.
No,
Yeah.
light it up
torch.
first. Light this one because I
Oh,
can't.
right.
move
Yes.
there and
'cause
light it.
light that one. I'm gonna light
then move.
that one and then move with it. Yep.
Yeah.
All right. At the end of your turn, Lufina, take 5 points. The coin maker.
I can't go there. I have to catch a breather.
Do you want to go to the center square so you don't take damage?
If I go here,
Can't you do like an extra dash of speed as a cat?
I already
he-
did.
Yeah.
Oh.
So
he
I
has
need
to,
to.
He has to take a rest.
Yeah, then go to the middle. That's fine.
Okay. So I'll just move here, and yeah. What else?
All right. You are safe from the winds on the center. Kalth goes. He
No.
moves here
Yep.
and does not put out.
Oh.
He has
Oh.
to put out first, then move.
Oh.
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 that's good.
Okay.
Technically, he's got 2 initiatives. He moves at 20 and 10. But since you
Ooh.
all are grouped together so nicely, it looks like he's going back to back. Michelle.
Okay.
I see.
I am going to go to the center, and I'm no longer ranging since I haven't attacked anything. I'm gonna go to the center, and that's my movement. And I'm gonna hold my action. Crap. Yeah. I'm gonna. Because I don't know. Okay.
Can you do
yeah,
any
I'm gonna-
healing? You're a barbarian. Never mind.
Yeah, I'm
Well,
just gonna.
there's bushes of good berry.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to the center, and then we all got one good berry, so I'm gonna take that good berry. My action is gonna be to take the good berry I had in my pocket.
Alas, it is but a single hit point when you eat a good berry.
I listen. I need it.
Fine.
All
Since
good
you've been
berry
interacting
points
with
are-
something,
all-
Michelle,
Interact with an object, pluck another good berry.
since you have been interacting with this for a while, I'm going to give you another insight of dealing with this. You notice that you think that the claw is only here if the fires are lit. If you let all the bonfires go out, the claw will retract and the winds will die down.
Oh, but
Which
we
will
need
let
the
you
fire.
reset
But we
the
need the
word
fires.
fire.
Yeah.
It also lets you eat all the good berries and get a full healing back.
Yeah, but we've gotten so much work accomplished right now.
All right, Michelle ends the
So,
middle.
okay.
No
On my
damage.
next turn,
Aimer.
I can healing word someone else.
All right, so Aimer. Aimer. Oh, Aimer. What are we gonna do with you?
You need to
I-
you need to light that.
I've got the torch.
Oh, you got it.
I've got
Okay.
it.
Yeah, you can go.
So
yeah,
okay,
you can go.
so I can make it back to. So I can technically get to you, take it, and well, but that's
Light,
actually
light that fire she's at, and then go back
Right.
to where you're at.
All right,
yeah.
so I will go and and light it there,
All right.
and
That is
then
a move and an action.
right. I think I will.
You can
You're
actually
gonna
move
head
to the
your-
center if you want, because I can come grab it from you in the center and still get the top one.
I mean, well,
Now the
actually,
question is that you've already moved. Can you move more than 30 feet?
I could take a phase step.
Ah.
You haven't moved more than 30 feet, though. You moved 15. And to the center is 15.
Okay. Yeah, I could do
Math,
that.
Eric.
Or you can bring the torch and go. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
take
I'll-
the torch with you, obviously.
Take the torch. Okay, so I'll take the torch with me.
All right, so this fire
So this one is definitely on fire
lit.
now.
Yeah,
All right.
Okay.
No damage
right.
for Aimer. Missed.
missed. I'm going to run to the center. That's just 15. Grab the torch, run up here, and light the fire. And then who desperately needs healing?
Do you have 60 foot of movement?
That's not 60 feet.
Well, you were bouncing to the center and bouncing out.
Yeah,
That's more than 30 feet. What is your movement?
well, that's 20. And then, yeah, you're right. That's too many. I can get
I've
really
been
close.
shorthanding it as it's a move action to go from a bonfire to the center and back out again, and also between the two fires.
You can just get as close to that pyre. Oh, is it on fire now or not yet?
No, apparently not.
Yeah. Get as
wait,
close to
no.
it as possible.
Crap.
But
I have a plan too. I have a plan, but and then Lufina, you can try to light it up on your turn.
Yeah, Lafina can light it. This fire is not here. Let's just put it over there.
All right.
Well, still, who
this
needs
ends
a
up-
healing word?
I'm fine.
I'm
Michelle,
fine.
I think. All right, good.
All right, yeah, so I'm going to healing word Michelle. And then my turn's over.
All right.
10 points.
Miss, please take 5 points of cold damage from the biting winds. It's now Lufina's turn.
Michelle.
All right, so I'm gonna move 15 and take this torch and light this bonfire here.
Mm-hmm.
And that was 5, 10, 15. So I can keep trying to move. So somebody can get a little
Coinmaker.
bit closer.
All right, I'll try to move.
Take 5 over there, Lufina.
Yep.
I'll move close to Lufina, and then DM, let me know if this is possible. I have my bow and arrow out. I'll try to light up my arrow with
From
the
the-
torch
Yeah.
from the torch next to Lufina, and then shoot the pyre in this area. Can I
You
do
would
that?
have to shoot with the actual torch. I'll let you do it, but it's the torch is your arrow.
The torch
I mean-
is my arrow. That looks
Worst case, the
stupid.
torch ends up where we want it anyways.
Which does mean that you do not have to be next to it to light it, but the torch ends up inside the bonfire, which would be a great way to cap this at the end.
We still got another bonfire, though.
Right. So yeah, I'll do it. I'll do it.
Do it.
All right,
do it. All right. Yep. I'll use the torch as my arrow. And I will use to hit.
Boom! It goes up in flames. Take 5 points of cold damage. Calth's turn. His hand puts out that fire, and he moves down to this one.
You can do
That
this.
brings us back to the top of the round. Michelle.
Move the torch as far as you can.
The torch is now stuck in this bonfire over here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the torch is gone now.
You can
Mhm.
easily see it and grab it out because the unlit end is sticking out.
Oh,
It's a
yeah.
pretty big torch.
Okay,
And then
I
go-
have 25 feet of movement. Can I make it there?
Yes.
Okay.
Or you can stay here and then just ready action burn up.
What'd he
Yeah.
say?
Burn one
Yeah,
when
there
someone
you go.
hands it to you. Yeah.
Ready what he said. That's what I'll do.
Someone hands you the torch to light the fire.
Aimer.
Okay. All right. So Aimer will run out to grab the torch from the burning pyre,
Uh-huh.
and will take it and
You're
oh
not
Throw it
doing an
out.
action, so you can dash.
yeah, I could dash, yeah, and then hand it over to Michelle, who will then
Okay.
use their ready action to light it up.
And it works.
Yeah.
Coinmaker takes 5 points of cold damage.
Oh me? All right.
Now, anyone that ends their turn off the thing takes 5 points of damage at the end of their
Okay.
turn, but you're
Okay.
now down to one bonfire.
All right. So 30 to get here, and then another get here. I'm not actually doing an action. I'm just dashing to grab the torch and get it here. So if someone can just dash here and light this sucker.
Lufina,
There you go.
Well, it doesn't. Dashing takes my action though, because if I dash over there, well,
Oh
I need-
no. Yeah, you're right.
So I think
Playmaker, can you reset your dash?
Not yet, but I have enough movement to reach this one.
yeah. So I'm gonna go to the center because I think
Okay,
we need
yeah.
to be in the center.
Yeah, that sounds good.
All right.
So coin maker can do it though.
Yeah.
Got it.
I can move 30 feet. Next to it, grab the torch and use my action to light it up.
As you light all 8 of the bonfires, a spirit of a middle-aged woman appears in the center, whom you recognize as Lyneth. She looks around, aware of her surroundings for the first time, and slices her hand through the air, and the claw dissipates as if it was nothing but the morning mist. Lyneth nods and thanks to you. You've allowed me to find myself again, and now we must return. The rushing winds lift you up and carry you toward the full moon above. The moonlight gets brighter and brighter as you soar towards it. In seconds, it envelops your senses as you leave the moonwell.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that.
Good
Woo!
job.
All right. We
Nice.
figured out how dashing works, guys.
You emerge from the moonwell, which now radiates with glowing ethereal moonlight as the Blackwood werewolves that were there are being driven back with the radiance of it all. Lyneth herself reaches out and uses the power of nature of the various vines to grab the spirit of Calth and drag him to her, and proceeds to pull him down into the moonwell, where you can see that the corruption about him just boils away, kind of like pouring hydrogen peroxide onto a wound that has a lot of infections, watching it boil up, and it just sizzles. And as he screams, and as soon as he is gone, you see her spirit merge with her body, reforming herself whole.
Yeah.
Woo!
And with that, she steps out of the moonwell and looks down upon you and says, "My thanks. You have saved me. You've cleansed this moonwell from Calth's corruption."
Look, coin maker, we completed our
I
completely
am
legitimate
Emerald.
business.
With your actions returning from the moonwell, Calth, the shadow spirit of rage and destruction, is banished. The lycanthropes are cast back out of the Tarthwood, and you have restored the moonwell to its purified condition, and the connection to the Earthmother is restored. I now you have earned the thanks and the favor of Lyneth Kincaid, which might come into favor in future adventures, since are we actually Adventurers League, Graham? Eh? All right, I want you to write down favor of Lyneth Kincaid as a story award. She owes you a solid.
Wrote it down real big.
And since she is an archdruid, this has a lot of help. It means a lot in the Moonshaes. Now I have a question for you. Oh, and she also is going to give you a bit of treasure, as reward, her cloak of elven kind. Thanks.
I'm gonna be so sneaky.
And I would like to, one other little bit of treasure is Coin Maker. You will be found in the near future by Snicklet, who is going
Coin
to
maker
give
was the
you
treasure.
a potion of fire breath with the note "Light 'em up," written on the side of the vial as recognition of the perfect snark going into the Moonwell. And last one is, do you champion Heel's request to be able to live safely in the Tarthwood? Are you abiding by the agreement that you had made earlier? I mean,
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think we agree.
Yeah.
All right. In that case, you get yet another. You get the story award. I have my eye on you.
Got it.
All right.
You have served Heel, the ugliest hag, well. She may have more tasks for you in the future. In the meantime, you occasionally catch a glimpse of an eyeball sitting in a discreet location observing you. When you turn to get a better look, it's gone.
Okay. Love it.
All right.
And the favor of Lyneth Kincaid is Eye in the Stone,
Oh, so many eyes.
which is this small flat round stone is carved with a symbol of an eye with wave lines around representing mist around it. It was given to you as a token of gratitude by Lyneth Kincaid, the great druid of the Eye in the Mist, Moonwell, and Moray. The stone signifies her regard and may be useful in encounters with other druids of the Earthmother or with devout followers of the Earthmother among the Ffolk.
Nice.
I'd be happy
Nice.
to cut and paste in the actual text of all this if you
In
will.
the Discord.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you.
The Earl,
you, Eric.
in recognition, how much treasure, how much gold are we giving these days?
Yeah.
You get a
I
certain
don't-
amount of gold?
I don't think we're really worrying about that because we're just making sure the character is a certain level at each.
Okay. You get a level appropriate amount of gold as reward, a nice heavy sack, another sack of gold from Earl Orwin Reese in recognition for your
500
help
total.
in clearing out. Oh, 500 total? So there's
That's
5
pretty
of you.
good.
That's an easy
Yep.
division.
500 each? No.
Mhm. Although weirdly enough, everything is paid in silver, and so actually you get,
Ooh, yeah.
1,000 silver because
Oh.
they have silver mines. They don't have any gold mines. If you want
Okay.
gold mine, that's on.
So if we run into any more were creatures, we can just pelt them with our silver.
You could.
You
Yep.
could.
And also, he will let you. Brython will allow you to keep his silvered boar spear.
Nice.
So here at the end, is there anything you would like to say to each other? Any interactions with between the characters? Anything we should do before we go to wrap up? If not,
I think
you guys have been amazing.
I think we're pretty good, and I hope that I get to adventure with some of you again. I know Coinmaker will be seeing one another again, so don't be a
Yep.
stranger.
And you know what? After this, why don't we go to the tavern? It's perfectly legit.
Legitimate.
Nothing bad
perfectly
happens
legit.
there. I know a friend. Let's all go there. Let's drink. Let's eat, and let's have some fun before the Earl calls for our help again. How about that?
And then Michelle, we're gonna catch up much, much later. I'll
All
see
right, the
you
darkening
later.
moon. There you go. Let's go to the
Yeah.
darkening moon.
I'll throw some dice with you, but then it's off to complete my rite of passage. I'm on my way, so it was
Yeah,
good running
Amber-
into
Oh,
you guys.
no.
Ah,
Yeah, Amer will
Farewell
enjoy
on
the
your
company,
journeys.
and then Amer will also take leave of it to follow a certain calling.
okay.
well.
Then Coinmaker will do his best to take all of your coins before you guys go.
Nope. I'm making money here. Me.
You gotta make your own. Yeah.
Right.
It has been a
Alrighty.
pleasure to run all of you this evening. Thank you for joining me.
Yes,
Thank
thank
you.
you.
Thank you for running.
Yeah.
That was
At this
awesome.
point in time, I'm going to return the keys back to Graham. Thank you for letting me take this Lamborghini for a test drive. It's been fantastic. I hope I didn't ding it up too bad.
Do we do
But
the
thank you so much,
our
Graham.
plugs or whatever now, Graham? Yes. All right. I guess I'll start since I asked. For everyone, I am Ginny Loveday. You can find me online at Ginny Loveday on all the social medias, including YouTube. I'm gonna be excited about that for several more months. And I do a Twitch show, and I tweet too much. So follow me or not. I'm not your mother. Anna?
What?
My mom would try to tell you to follow me, but you don't have to listen to her either, okay?
All right. I'm Paul Gabat, or DM Paul G in social media. You can follow me on Twitter. I write adventures. If you want to know more about Coin Maker, the things that he's doing, you can try to get the adventure A Dragon's Breath in DM's Guild. It's an Adventures League legal adventure as well. And then the stories about his friends as well, you can find it out in the other adventures connected to it. I also, if you want to play with me, also run games with Ballman Games at virtual D&D weekends every month. So find me there, and then we can play more D&D.
Not this weekend, but weekend after.
The weekend after, yes, February BDDW. All right, that's it.
I can go next. All right, everybody. My name is Jacky. You can always find me on Twitter at DeathByMage. I will occasionally retweet a lot of projects from a lot of awesome people because everyone does awesome things. But you can also find me on various different platforms like Drive RPG or DM's Guild. I will have different things published all the time. Probably something either Fae related or something creepy toy related because I don't know why. And you can, and if anything else, you can also find all the wonderful things we do at Unbreakable Publishers, where we try to uplift Asian voices and have Asian stories. So those will be there as well. And I'll pass it along to Leia.
Hi, again, I'm Leia. You can find me at Sorcerer's Sundry on Twitter. I am a painter and a crafter. You can catch me on the internet painting miniatures for tabletop gamings from D&D to Warhammer. I also do cool projects like chainmail and scale mail stuff. So you can check all of that out on my Twitter. And sometimes I stream with awesome people like these guys. So just check out my Twitter. It's the best way to follow my shenanigans. Ayanna?
This has been a blast, and I'm so glad we were able to raise money and participate. You all are an awesome group to adventure with. I don't do the social medias that much, but I do have some mods on the DM's Guild if you feel like checking them out.
You're great.
And I am Eric Menge. I am a storyteller. Also with Ballman Games, where I was the story architect for all the Moonshaes and was the developer for Rising Shadows. I was the author of tonight's adventure, which we got about half of it in because inflation whenever you play online. Can be found on Twitter at eric.menge. Menge. I am fairly sporadic. I cannot keep up with how much Ginny posts. I have mostly running after the kid, trying to keep her out of trouble and going straight. So I am very sporadic over there, but I'm always writing and always dreaming, and I was very happy to be able to be here with all of y'all. It's been amazing. Thank you.
He tweets more frequently than he thinks. I follow him on the Baldman page just so I can retweet all of his Moonshae stuff. Proof. So I literally have a whole column just for tweets from Eric on my tweet deck.
No way. Very sporadic. Then I'll go like 3 days without saying anything.
And then you'll say 12 things.
All right, let's play
What
some
can I
fun.
say?
Yeah.
Anything else for us, Graham?
No, I will. I'll take the screen here. Thank you all so much for joining us tonight. All of our wonderful guests. What an entertaining game. I got to watch the whole thing. And really just thankful for everyone who, of course, Eric for designing the adventure, running it for us, all of you for your amazing characters. Want to thank our cartographers, Mike Schley, and remind me, Eric, who is our Moonshae cartographer for this adventure? I believe
For this one was Steph Stober.
Steph Stober, thank you so much. As well as our
was,
composer,
Sarah
Ted
Shaw.
Bushman. And
I'm
Sarah
sorry?
Shaw, who did the character artwork. And yeah, we just really grateful for all of your support for Jasper's Game Day. Have a wonderful evening, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.